house sure does look swell, Clark.
Thanks, Eddie. I hope it enhances your holiday.
And there's so many of them!
Guys, I don't want to make a big deal of this.
Na 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 na. You know, and if you don't understand or recognize that song, you are an unrefined swine.
Yes, we can't be friends.
Here we are, episode 94, and it's snowing in space, or there's stars,
oh my Lord,
or something.
Or something.
Okay, this is the holiday time, and I am Santa Claus. I'm getting in your house.
I don't like the way you said that.
I'm not welcome here, but I'm coming in anyway.
I'm getting in there. Got to get them presents.
Well, I mean,
kids.
I guess that's what I'm supposed to do.
Oh, the presents are the screams.
He's grinching it up.
No, sometimes I just like to watch you sleep.
Uh-huh.
Hover over Silver while she sleeps.
No.
Good thing I got my attack cat and just chuck him at you.
I don't think any of your cats are attack cats. I'm going to be honest.
If I throw them at someone, they are.
I don't think you have the proclivity to throw a cat, Silver.
Hey, there is that too.
What do you think, buddy? Cat sitting next to me. Would you punch for me?
I'd be like,
you
remember giant, like, thick Batman in the Snyder Batmans? Like him just hiding in the corner of the room. Like they walk into a room and they look around like, oh, no one's here. And you look up and there's just a giant man sitting in the corner. And you're like, there's no way he's hiding. Ben Affleck's not hiding in that room. Are you joking me?
But he could be.
He's too enormous to hide.
That was probably... Is that the biggest Batman? He's got to be, right? As far as in the films.
Thick boy. Yeah, tall too. He's got to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. You know, they're making... it got copyright struck, so they had to change the thumbnail. But the studio, which I think is Russian, is making a horror game where you're from the perspective of somebody trying to, like, rob a bank. And Batman's hunting you.
Oh, no.
And it looks pretty scary. They had to change the name. It's called Pawn or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But it's like they're running through a door and you see a silhouette of an eared figure like in the distance. You're like, oh no, he's coming for us.
Dear God.
I mean, from a villain or criminal's perspective, Batman's probably a horror demon come to haunt you.
Oh, most assuredly. You know what that reminds me of? Do you remember the Xbox 360 version of Escape from Butcher Bay? And what was the expansion called? Something Athena. For like Riddick. They had they had a multiplayer mode where like there was a group of mercenaries and then you were all going after a player who was Riddick, and you had to like go into like some dark arena and like fight him in the dark, and it was really cool. I always thought that was a really neat idea for it, kind of like the Splinter Cell, those kind of multiplayer.
What was it,
Except more
Pandora
of a tower
Tomorrow?
fantasy.
With they probably had the most unique multiplayer. They had to refine it and make it more video gamey.
Mm-hmm.
But the original multiplayer, it was a people in first person shooter versus people in third person, like running
Yes.
around and hiding and coming to choke you. And they had a feature that they got rid of after the first game they used it. But proximity chat worked. So you could come up behind a guy and grab him, start choking him, and whisper in his ear as you were. And knowing that era of video games, there was a lot of inappropriate talk coming out of the guy choking you from behind.
I guarantee it, and I bet it was so funny.
Yeah, that did not return in the next game.
Damn.
What?
Yeah, well, video games
Get back to those days.
We should get back to those days. Just the unrestricted modern warfare chat rooms, if you will.
Oh, yes. Classic.
The N-word aplenty.
Lots of slurs. Could be any kind of slurs, but there were a lot of them.
I learned a new word that might be a slur.
Oh?
Albiga? It's a albino black man.
Only we can use that word.
Well, that's a small demographic that's very restricted to using of that word.
Yeah.
Well, that's what makes it special.
I imagine having enough power where you're like a fraction of percent of the population, but you can dictate whether or not people can use certain words.
Hell yeah. That's the kind of power that, people kill for, man.
Yeah. And have.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Ross, how are things?
All right. Had to go to a funeral today, so that was a bummer. But
I thought they were supposed to be fun because of the fun and funeral.
I know it's always
the one
been
that put the
confusing
fun
to
in
me.
funeral.
Always been confusing.
But I saw, not to derail you, but I saw a post of this guy. I think it was on Craigslist. It was like you could pay him and he would perform different services for like funerals. Mm-hmm. It was like $50 and he'll show up and cry or something like that. And like $1,000 and he'll throw himself into the hole onto the coffin. Which I think is a steal.
I mean, honestly, that's a enormous bang for your buck.
When I die, this is my request, Ross.
Listen. If I'm still kicking, I will absolutely throw him into the hole. Just weeping uncontrollably.
Jump on the
He's
coffin.
Not going to jump in. He'll throw somebody else in.
Don't let him go. He was too young. He was a beautiful angel.
You can't have him yet, God. No.
He was redoing a new album with Gotham City as the...
Gotham City!
Was it the 10,000 Miles Gotham City? There'll be a few songs in my album. Kiss from a Rose.
Oh, yeah.
My covers, if you will.
Covers by Red.
Yeah. Better than Seal, as they say.
That's what I've heard somebody say that. I won't say who, but I know
sorry,
did.
The funeral. It was good. You enjoyed it.
But yeah, no, the funeral was good. It was lovely. It was very touching.
As I should be.
Yeah, and it was nice. But in general, things are just dandy. Just The world keeps on a turning in small town Utah. So what can I say?
Oh wait, was that the cousin?
Yeah.
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 I knew beforehand, roughly.
You did. You were aware of this happenings.
Ross keeps me apprised of his family's goings on.
Yes. Well, I need to keep Rhett in the grapevine of my town because it's very important to him.
Yep. Jason, how are things?
Pretty good. Saw a comedian on, what was it, Monday? Went to see Nate Bargatze.
Oh.
He's
It was
probably
kind of weird.
the cleanest of the popular comedians.
Yeah. It was kind of weird. So he's in the state. And there's a company here locally that basically turned 25 this year and got him to come do their company party. And they didn't fill up the stadium, and so they basically sent out an email to teachers. And since my wife is a teacher, they're like, "Hey, we got some extra tickets, first come first serve kind of thing." So we went and saw him, and the funniest thing, like, we don't anticipate seeing anyone we know at this thing, right? And before we go in, we bump into my neighbor who doesn't work for them. So I think his wife is a teacher. And then my brother and sister-in-law were sitting on the row behind us because my brother-in-law's sister works for the company. And then another neighbor was sitting on the same row as us. And I know he doesn't work for the company.
But Jason's entire block is occupying this theater.
I know,
to
it
see
was
Nate.
so weird. It was pretty funny, but I do have to say that his show was kind of weird. It took a while for him to get going.
He
Like,
has
he was out there on the
awkward energy to him, and his whole gimmick is I'm kind of stupid, and my wife has weird expectations.
Yeah, and
that's the whole show.
Like the guy who came out and like warmed up the audience, I guess he just started and went really hard and was good and got off to a really great start. And then he came out and it was like, well, this is kind of a letdown. And then by the end, he was warmed up and everything, and it was really funny. But it was kind of a weird thing that he came out and it was like, oh, can the other guy come back out? He's funnier.
Oh,
didn't he host the Emmys?
I believe so.
Wasn't that the one where they put out the thing where it was like, for every minute you don't go over, or you go under whatever, they donate money to some children's thing, and then people would go over and they ended up in the negative.
Oh my god.
It was like a positive way to stop people from monologuing about politics or some such thing, and it didn't work because inevitably somebody goes out there and starts talking about Palestine or something. And
naturally,
yeah, I think that was something. I think he hosted that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe so.
Lovely. And the only important person who we all put things on hold for, and revolve around. The great white dwarf that is Silver.
White dwarf.
Fine. Mega Chungus dwarf. What do you want?
Oh.
For a kaiju, you're pretty short.
True. I make fun of it at all the family gatherings. Short.
How are things, girl?
I just finished my finals.
Oh.
Hence the last minute thumbnail.
Oh yeah. I didn't sleep for 2 days.
Oh, who needs sleep when you have Pervitin?
Time to keep that lack of sleep going.
Yep. But it was worth it. I nailed it.
Hell yeah.
And that's all she has to report.
Yep, that's all I did for 2 weeks straight.
Oh. So glad I'm not in school anymore. Thank God.
I texted her earlier this week because sometimes I'll randomly send her like something stupid or a joke, and she didn't respond, and I forgot what joke.
Oh no, I was dead.
I forgot what joke I was going to say. It was going to be good.
And she ruined it.
She did ruin it.
Ugh.
That was probably calculating the temperature capacity of a refrigerator at that point. I don't know.
The important things.
Exactly.
Oh, that interesting thing I was going to tell Ross. So earlier this week, I learned something interesting. Have you heard of the animation studio Topcraft?
No.
They did the Rankin and Bass Hobbit and Lord of the Rings.
Oh. Okay. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. One of the other films that they animated before the studio went under and split off was Nausicaa.
Oh, really?
Oh,
and then they separated, and half the studio went on to make Studio Ghibli.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so Rankin and Bass was early Ghibli people.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, the animation style is not remotely the same, but they're both very good.
That's funny. Did you know that Miyazaki did like one of the 70s runs of Lupin the Third?
No.
Really?
Yeah, it's really good too.
He's just a grumpy old man now who hates technology.
He's such a douche. I love what he has made. He sounds like such an asshole.
Yeah. Those tortured artists that he constantly sits in the yard and smokes and tortures over his work or whatever. But then you read stuff that he said to his son and you're like, you're a bad guy.
You're not chill at all in any sense of the word.
He kept trying to retire and then turn over things to his son and had not nice things to say about his son's work.
Yeah.
Something about he's not an adult yet.
Oh my God.
Oh,
right dickhead.
Well, there's like more charm and heart in his work than the person, which is funny.
Yeah. It's weird how that happens.
It is weird how that happens. There is a lot to talk about and a lot to stew about. It's sort of a center topic for today, and I was debating as to, here's the problem. I can muster enough give a crap to have a diatribe about one topic or another. But it's whether or not you guys care to see how long we can carry a conversation about a certain topic. Because it's like, hey, let's talk about Supergirl because the trailer came out. And then it's like, I can wax for, a bit about the state of superheroes. And this is another example of the direction things are going. And then I'm like, yeah, but does Ross really care?
No. I mean, yes, but no. It's so weird. That movie, this whole DC experiment with James Gunn we have going on is just so flat to me. I don't know about anybody else here.
Yeah.
Like, it's interesting in a way, but it's just like, unfortunately, the most interesting aspects of it are the sycophants around it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
People who are swearing up and down that it's the best thing ever, that James Gunn is creating. And then people on the other side of it saying that it is the worst thing ever and that, bring back Snyder or whatever. And sometimes those are a couple different people, like not everyone that thinks it's the worst thing ever think it's that he should come back, but still,
Yeah, oh, by the way, I played the Spider-Man games.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I mean, I have so much to say about those games, but it's like they've already been out for a few years. Like nobody cares about someone's opinion about the Spider-Man games. So it's like if I could get into it, but it's like, who cares at this point? The first one's great. I didn't like the Miles Morales game, but then I played Spider-Man 2, and Miles Morales was good by comparison. And I have finished Spider-Man 2. Just to give you an idea of how disappointed I am in Spider-Man 2, he basically walks away at the end, and Miles is like, well, I got this, and he doesn't really have to be Spider-Man anymore. So yeah, it's all Miles Morales all the time. Insofar as with Spider-Man 3 coming, they basically, from the voice actor, he said, yeah, he is going to be in it, and he's going to be a big part. And it's like, what do you mean a big part of Spider-Man? I hate it. I hate the game. It has redeemable elements, and I could wax profoundly about all of the. It's like there are elements that they do very well, and there are elements that they do, and then the biggest flaws are huge elements of the storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
How they present certain characters, how certain things are played out. Like, I'm not such a stickler that they can't change certain elements of the story. Sometimes those things need to be done, and it's so poorly done, solely for the sake of pushing forward some sort of agenda about how you want to present certain people, that it's bad. It's really bad. There's certain story stuff that works, but I basically beat this like 3 hours ago. So anyway,
yeah, I mean, just some of the stuff you told me about it just seems like so cliche and like so blandly, like so very obviously written by people who like they met their first, other minority person in college. Do you know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
It's just so like over the top cliched.
Well, and it reminds me the direction. It cannot be. We went through a massive transformation culturally in the West. And the West hit this big effort to redefine a lot of core traditional elements in Western culture. And one thing is certain aspects of storytelling. Now, I know it's the classic thing to have a deconstruction of characters, especially things like superheroes. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, we have a standard of a superhero, and then forever we had the anti-hero, the superhero who was edgy and wasn't quite a hero, and then we get deconstructions of heroes with the Homelander and the Boys and the James Gunn project that's not going to end up really happening, probably not, with the Authority and how many versions of deconstructions have we seen where they dismantle the concept of these heroes and take a cynical approach to these sorts of things. And it's like, take a classic Spider-Man story and it's like, well, I know he's the reason we're all here, but let's make it about Mary Jane, I guess, because we don't want her to be a passive element of the story. Or we'll make it about new Spider-Man because he's hip and cool and the kids like him. As opposed to make it about the one character. No, we'll tear him down and damage his character. And that's what we got a lot with Superman. It's like we lack the capacity to... See, here's a problem, and it was a problem with the Authority, and it's a problem with a lot of the heroic characters we get commonly nowadays, is superheroes are supposed to represent an archetype of sorts. Now, they don't always have the same characteristics, and they obviously have their different personalities, and we enjoy them for different reasons. But there are archetypes. Superheroes are meant to be aspirational,
right?
inspirational. They're meant to be paragon examples of what we aspire to be. They're sort of a vicariously living through watching these heroes step into places and writing things that are wrong. And oftentimes when comic books would write characters, they would often express frustrations that the common man were feeling with society at large, and then the heroes would go about trying to fix it, sort of allowing you to vent your frustration vicariously through the character. And this has been a long running thing. The Shadow fought crime and corruption, in the early 20th century because those were problems in the early 20th century.
Right.
Daredevil fought corporate corruption and government corruption because those were things people were worried about and cared about in like the 80s and 90s and stuff. That's why Kingpin represented the sort of character he was, is because those were things people were concerned about. We don't have heroes anymore, or at least we lack the capacity to understand what they are. Mm-hmm. I know that sounds like a cliche, like, well, we don't really get heroes, you guys. We don't understand what they're... No, I don't think we do. Because everything's taken as such a cynical... It's like we lack the capacity to be earnest and honest in approaching things. I was jokingly, but seriously at the same time, I was talking to, it might have been Ross or someone else earlier, where it was like I was watching a play and people just over enthusiastic doing the play. And it's I don't think I've ever been that enthusiastic about anything I've ever done, let alone faking it and pretending it in a really bad play where you're just making faces like, oh yeah, it's like it. I don't think I've ever felt that enthusiastic in my normal life, let alone faking it for a screen.
Mm-hmm.
And then extend that to sort of works of art. It's like we lack the capacity to be earnest and honest when we do things, and everything has to be taken with a side eye or cynically. It's like, hey, everybody's having fun. It's like, no, I'm gonna be all like sarcastic about everything that's happened. And this is bled into and the heart of the Supergirl trailer. Supergirl coming out on the heels of Superman, which did not go over well. I mean, it's fine if you like Superman, the movie by James Gunn, not the character. It did not go over well for most people, and it failed pretty poorly. I showed it to my mother, who's much more lenient, a lot less critical than I am, and she did not like that movie.
Uh-oh.
Well, and one thing I've said commonly when it comes to a lot of these IPs, and when you approach them, it's like you watch it and you go, if you use an IP, people carry expectations with them because they already familiar with the brand and the characters, and damaging or not fulfilling those expectations will get a negative reaction most of the time. And people have expectations when it comes to Superman, what he does, what he acts like, how he's supposed to conduct himself. And even my mother is like, it didn't feel like Superman, or it didn't feel like a good Superman movie. And that's why it failed. And once again, instead of deconstructing characters, and I know I've heard this echoed in this last week by other creators, but I share the sentiment that we've deconstructed characters so much now, we almost have to reconstruct what it means to be a superhero. If we make an example is the Authority. The Authority was supposed to be a deconstruction of the Justice League, where they take a cynical view, an authoritarian view of what it means to have superheroes team up and blah blah blah. The problem is that's a movie you make 8 films in.
Right.
Or even longer.
Not only that, but the fact that it's such an obscure title, you really have to get people interested in the world that you've built with your films. And so you can't just jump right into the Authority. And expect people to get it when you haven't shown them kind of the mirror image on the Justice League side, at
Well,
least.
that's what I was getting at, is that you can't, if you don't set a it's like Homelander doesn't work as a character if Superman doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
A cynical view of an overpowered character who could do whatever he wants to and no one can stop him doesn't work if Superman doesn't already exist in the zeitgeist.
Mm-hmm.
The Authority doesn't function if the Justice League isn't there, and you're already doing the deconstruction of the Justice League when the Justice League doesn't exist in your universe. And we're already jumping 5 steps down because you're like, well, it's too dorky. Some guy from the country just being good and trying to do good for goodness sake. And you could hear a little bit of that echoed in some of the interviews with James Gunn. Like he almost understood it, but he didn't know how to execute it because he doesn't exist in that world. He doesn't know how to be honest and earnest when it comes to just a decent superhero. He has to do the quirky ensemble cast sort of thing. It's like it can't just be Superman's movie. He has to add like other quirky characters with quirky personalities because he can't stay in Superman. And maybe it's because a lot of those people struggle with those sorts of characters is because they either can't relate or it holds too much of a mirror on themselves where they look back and they're like, yeah, I'm a better person than you are. And James Gunn can't penetrate that character because he doesn't understand a person who's just good for the sake of being good. Everybody's got to have some sort of angle or cynically do it or have some sort of edge to them or major flaw. I mean, Superman's not flawless, but he's simply good for the sake of being good.
Right.
And if anybody has any reason to do whatever they want to and no one could stop them, it would be Superman. There were multiple stories exploring what would happen if Superman just went nuts and decided he was just going to impose himself on the rest of the world. Red Sun, the Injustice timeline stuff, where he just imposes his will on the rest of the world. Someone who's so strong that nobody could say no to him simply decides to let us live their lives and only intercedes when he wants to help. And it's like, it's funny. It had this poll, not to crap on women, but I blame Silver, where they asked a bunch of women what they would do if they had superpowers. And I'm not saying that this is necessarily all women, but it was this weird telling moment where it was like universally, all of them were like, well, I'm going to get revenge on like an ex-boyfriend or someone who wronged me. And it's like, you're not going to just be a good person and help people.
No, we become super villains.
Well, and I think that's sort of a modern sentiment of
yeah,
if you've
I
seen,
mean, it really is.
If you've seen Megamind, they give basically Superman powers to this one guy because he's trying to fabricate a superhero so he can be the villain. Megamind can be the villain. And they give it to this guy who goes around and starts robbing places because he's a piece of shit, because he's not a good person. And it's almost like even with that power, most people would go about abusing it, which is one of my story flaws that I have with Miles Morales as a character. He lacks a lot of personal motive that's not established very well. And you're like, well, in the comics, it's like, look, I'm dealing with the video games and his exposure in one of the movies. The reason why Spider-Man is who he is, Peter Parker is who he is because of his Uncle Ben. And his Uncle Ben instilling him certain values on how you should be as a person, and not just a person, but as a man, without any expectation of being a superhero, that you should conduct yourself like that simply because you're a man, and this is how you should act. Miles Morales didn't really get set up with those motives and stuff, so I struggle to find why he is doing what and it's like everybody goes, well, you get superpowers, you should do good. And it's like, I don't know if that's the given.
Well, the thing is that if you really think about it, what that question that you brought up where they asked a bunch of women, if you got superpowers, what would you do? I think a lot of people, if they looked inward, if they actually, a lot of people are going to say, well, I'd be Superman and I would save the world. But I think a lot of people, if they really were honest with themselves, uh, they would maybe toy around with, you know, getting revenge on some people, doing those personal things they've never been able to do, rather than, the answer that everybody wants you to say is, I would be a good person and I would save the world. But I think a lot of people would fall back into that. I would get revenge.
Well,
I would get revenge on these slights that I perceive around me that have been done to me.
there's the aspirational, what you hope you
Yeah.
would do with it, and the reality of maybe you would use it in a way that wouldn't be forthcoming, that I think the average person would find themselves hard tempted not to do. Cap Cruz has snuck into the chat, and she says, if I had superpowers, I think I just want to float around. Think about how peaceful. I could experience the best sunrises and sunsets. That's an interesting way to go about the massive power at your fingertips.
Just chilling,
Yeah.
Just keep it real chill.
I'd go to space, hang out for a bit, be cool.
Yeah.
Well, and it belies that there's a reason why superheroes are so important to men. And I know I've cited this study before, but it's worth bringing up. They did a study where they had young boys and young girls play with toys. And the observation is that when young boys, let's say, get a Batman toy, they pretend to be Batman because they aspire to sort of the examples around them. And so they pretend to be Batman, and Batman goes around fighting crime and whatnot. And girls get Batman, and then they take Batman shopping, or he takes care of a baby, or, that sort of thing. Where girls sort of impose their personalities on sort of their escapism, boys sort of trying to adapt to the aspirational personality. And that's why superheroes are such a male-dominated thing. And I know the cliche is to sit here and go, but I'm a girl and I like superheroes. Look, I get it. There are exceptions.
Yeah.
You do realize that the exception doesn't make the rule, and the vast majority of boys, the vast majority of people into superheroes are boys for a reason. And guess what? You can like superheroes for the same reason boys like superheroes. Perfectly fine. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about, in general, this is how we tend to approach storytelling.
I think another thing that we're kind of missing here is, back when Superman was created, that was taught to young boys, that you basically are a stand-up guy. You know what I mean? You are honest. If you give your word, you do it. You help the downtrodden. You stand up for people who can't stand up for themselves. That's really not done anymore.
Well, no, and I suppose my biggest issue with how we present superheroes now is because they're so cynical. We're passing on poor examples as to what it means to be an aspiration, what you should aspire to become. I mean,
you don't aspire to Deadpool.
No. Well, you shouldn't aspire to the supposed hero Venom, or even Wolverine. Like, Wolverine's not really a very aspirational, like Captain America is. When they first did Captain America, they didn't want to push him to the forefront so much because they didn't have confidence in the character, because they thought it was too silly. Oh, he's Captain America. It's like, if you take the character seriously and earnestly, people will come along with you because they like these archetypes, because you don't understand. I mean, in the basic Jungian way of philosophy, these represent aspects of what it means to be a human being. They are archetypes for a purpose. Mm-hmm. Captain America's too silly. He's probably one of the most popular superheroes right now around.
Yeah.
People love those movies. I think Captain America probably has the most consistent quality of movies, even over Iron Man. Like the Iron Man movies were kind of like up and down as far as its quality.
Yeah.
And look, there have been female superheroes that I've liked in the comics, and I'm not opposed to female-centered superhero movies. But the problem is, usually men are looking for archetypes to use as examples so that they can live vicariously through the fighting crime that they don't get to do in their daily lives. Most of the time, guys who are the top of the alpha male hierarchy don't spend their time reading comic books. Those are usually the guys who aren't there, the nerdy guys who read comic books, because it's a way for them to feel like they're able to be more super than they normally are. Which reminds me of the horrible thing that they did. Oh, this is going to sound political. So during the Obama administration, when unemployment was really bad, the unemployment office, whatever branch of the government that is, because superheroes were starting out and really hot at the moment, the administration, to people going into where you get benefits for being unemployed, they were handing out capes, and the gimmick was even if you're unemployed, you're still super.
Oh.
Okay.
And I was like, imagine being a middle-aged guy who worked at a factory your whole life, going into the unemployment office and they're giving you capes.
Jeez, I would want to murder. I mean, that is infuriating, condescending as that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They're like, what? People like superheroes right now?
Worst.
No, people like superheroes right now. They're super hot, Ross.
That is some kindergartner teacher came up with that.
Yeah, to give to the kids. Instead, they're old men, and they're like, no.
I mean, I guess you could take it and give it to your kid, but yeah.
And so I think this problem has carried itself to where superheroes have been going as of late. It's like they lack the capacity to understand what superhero is supposed to be. And it's just sort of quirky, fun, stupid, sarcastic attitude. They've lost the plot and what they're really there to do. And it's like, what? We just have fun and they do cool like action stuff and they punch things and there's no feeling or context or meaning behind it. That's like, oh, okay, well, it all sucks and is stupid. Which brings us to the Supergirl trailer. I don't know how many of you've seen it.
I have seen it.
I've thought about it, but it really doesn't interest me in the slightest.
Well, that helps for a podcast where we talk about these things, Jason.
I know.
But the Supergirl trailer has come out. And the problem with Supergirl, as was presented in the Superman movie, is she's once again a cynical deconstruction of what it means to be a hero. She's not aspirational. Like you shouldn't want to be this person. She's not a good person. She is a drunk party girl who's upset and angry and she has trauma or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it's like, how is this fun or something we should all want to, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This isn't.
It's because it's so quirky and weird. Whoa.
Oh, and the trailer feels very James Gunn, even though he's not directing it. It's very James Gunn, where it's like she's gone into Guardians of the Galaxy space and she's drunk and sarcastic and angry. And she has her stupid moments and she does stupid things. Oh, and as everybody got obsessed over, I'm not as obsessed over, but it's obviously not a great sign. With, I guess she's fighting guys here. She's doing stuff. But in the beginning, she's got the worst dog that's ever existed. and it's peeing on a newspaper with the picture of Superman on it.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the trailer. Oh, and everybody's favorite. This is Krypton, which seemed like Krypton's supposed to have a red sun. This seems very yellow.
Well, that whole thing with the newspaper is very. You may not have noticed it, but your brain did.
Yeah.
Like, nice subliminal, subtle messaging. Very subtle.
Well, the tagline for the movie is "True Justice and Whatever."
Right.
Because she's a sarcastic girl, a 20-something party girl who goes and gets drunk and whatever. I don't have to have restrictions or accountability. Screw you guys.
I'm gonna go to a different planet to get drunk.
That's right.
That's my whole introduction.
Wait, I thought being a good person was punk rock. What happened?
It's not punk rock. James Gunn struggled with Superman. From what I heard, he found it too dorky or something. and I guess his gimmick was, well, it's punk rock to be good. That's how he finally connected with the characters, through that and the dog, which is a weird way to connect with a superhero. I don't understand what it means to be a good person.
Yeah. Well, especially where it's like, that dog's the worst thing ever.
It's a terrible dog. It's a sucky dog.
Oh my God, just the worst.
Well, and that tells you why we have the movies we do have from James Gunn. Yeah. Or freaking the latest stupid show, the TV. Oh, John Cena.
Yeah,
and that's also horrific.
Peacemaker. Yeah.
Peacemaker. And that's also just really bad. And it's like, can you just make a show about somebody doing good?
No, we have to have awkward other Nazi universe. What do you mean?
That's boring. So make it interesting. Be a good writer. And if you're not good enough writer to be able to understand how to present a character, then maybe this isn't for you.
Yeah, to say the least.
Maybe you should stick to ensemble, goofy, character stuff. Get a bunch of Chris Pratt's with attitude. Just do that a lot. Because you don't understand Superman. You don't understand what it means to be a good person or help somebody simply because it's the right thing to do. Apparently, you have to have some sort of angle or attitude. Her attitude expressed in the trailer is that she's annoyed that she is also on the cover, but she doesn't get as much attention as Superman. Because she's also on the cover. Did you see her article? Yeah, Superman saves the world with this one thing, and her article is smaller and on the side, and it's like Supergirl saves cat. And it's like, well, first of all, you're on the cover for saving a cat.
Yeah.
So calm down, and you thought you should get more attention for saving this cat, is what you're telling me? So you're pissed off that you put in a modicum of effort and you don't get a lot of attention? Is this the character we're supposed to relate with? Oh, well, she has trauma. Her planet was destroyed. She was there for it. Her family's gone. She has trauma. It's okay to be a bad person when bad things have happened to you. Or you could rise above said circumstances and be inspirational. No, that's too difficult to understand, James Gunn. It baffles my mind what it means to be a decent person. I want credit in the newspaper. And if I don't get enough credit, then I'm pissed off. I'm going to go get drunk and probably have some squid monster put his eggs in me. Because that's the character they're representing. Am I not wrong?
No.
The drunk party girl who just goes and sleeps with people all over the place. She's got attitude, Ross. She's got attitude.
She's got so much too.
This is not the character from the comics. This is not how she acted or the type of person she is. Was she not raised better than this?
Apparently
No,
not. Not in James
apparently.
Gunn's universe. Nobody was.
But here she is. I mean, she looks the part. She looks good enough for it. I hate her character. And this doesn't motivate me to see the movie.
Nope.
Because she's a bad character. Why would you see this? And don't sarcastically be like, well, it's bad. And no, there's a reason. Who would see this? Who would want to see this?
Millennials? People who kind of get that, understand that mindset?
So,
or maybe they're trying to get the wicked crowd. Hmm?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
So white women who want to see a girl kick butt or something, who's sarcastic
Sure.
and drunk, are they trying to do a what's that stupid all female comedy? It was like the bachelorette party. Whatever.
Oh, Bridesmaids?
Yeah, that crowd, is that what we're looking for? The bridesmaid crowd? Do you think those audiences cross
We'll go see a
over with
superhero movie?
superheroes?
No.
I
At
doubt
any
it.
point.
Not enough to make it profitable. Not enough to make
No.
it profitable.
Are they
We'll
just
see.
We kind of talked about this before, where we have they're trying to make a girl movie for guys. And this is not how you make a movie for guys. And this is not how you make a movie for girls either.
well?
You
And
can't really do a superhero movie for girls. No, it would be really hard.
I think we've established multiple times in this podcast that men and women have different interests when it comes to their viewing
Yeah.
stuff. And superheroes, well, and that and a lot of these studios take advantage or take for granted their audiences. And they just assume they have you in their pocket. Well, it's a superhero movie, men will go. And then they don't. And they're like, well, why aren't men coming to our movies anymore? And so instead of fixing that and understanding what you did wrong, chase the demographic that didn't care in the first place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Chase the wicked crowd or the Barbie crowd. Why? It's not going to work.
Because it's Supergirl. That's why. See, that's why. It has it in the title, right?
Because women are going to high five because now girls have their own superhero that they can, all flock to and appreciate.
Yes, that's what we all do when we infiltrate the male media entertainment. We high five and go, good job.
That's right.
And then we leave and not see said product.
And then wear shirts that say the Force is female now.
Yeah.
Because it's ours. We took Star Wars. And then men stop watching in it. It's like, why aren't men watching Star Wars? You said it was a girl brand now. You said you didn't want us. And so we are not here. And look, it's a bad trailer. It's a bad character, and it's not something I'm interested in. There is a crazy scenario where this does good without me, but it will do it without me. And I think that's the problem. They're representing a character nobody like. She's actually a good character in the comic books.
Yeah.
And depending on which version you see and how she gets represented, there was a version where she sort of is a high school girl, and Kal-El is like having her go to high school, so she's having like high school trauma and stuff.
Oh my lord!
Like that's a movie you could do, but they don't want to do that because that feels lesser. Like she's not as good as Superman. Well, if you can't make a good Superman movie anyway, why am I going to flock to the Supergirl movie who's going to be more balls than the Superman movie? Yeah, who's going to give me a bad idea of what a female heroine should be? Anyway, go ahead, Ross.
And this all kind of like, there's like some of this where there's no, like you said, there's no reason you couldn't do like a high school, like, I mean, make the Supergirl movie version of like Smallville. Why not? But see, that would require a couple of things, like, oh, well, it's lesser than, which, no, not inherently. And B, they'd have to have, like, a modest budget, which I mean, Hollywood cannot help themselves.
No.
It's impossible for them. They can't, but it's a big DC movie. It's like, yeah, but it's not one of your main characters. It ain't Batman or Superman. Are you nuts? Like, don't do this. Because it's still going to have a ridiculous budget.
If I don't spend $1 bajillion, I can't get $2 bajillion.
Uh-huh. If this movie was made for under $100 million before marketing, I will eat my shoes. I know it wasn't.
No.
Be prepared to not eat your shoes, Ross.
Yeah, like I feel very confident my shoes are safe, as is my stomach.
Well, and look at the outset of a new universe of stuff with the MCU, the emergence of the MCU. We get an ensemble Superman movie that lost money and a cynical Supergirl movie. Oh, we had a TV series with full frontal nudity and orgies.
and a black lady getting chased by white people.
Yeah, she went to the evil universe where the Yahtzees were.
Yeah.
With heavy social commentary. Is this a good...
Socks were hiding.
You know, I know Endgame and Infinity War are like the biggest movies ever, right?
Yes.
Marvel was doing better when they regulated it to just a single hero movie to establish the character and have them doing things on their own, instead of trying to put the cart before the horse and constantly moving towards the big ensemble thing. You know, the ensemble works when we've been living with these characters for a while now.
Yeah.
You know, we knew Iron Man through 3 movies before we got him in the big Avengers movie. We knew Captain America because he had an individual movie. We knew Thor. You have to start and get us to like your character and buy who they are and tell us who they are on their own. If you can't do just a Superman movie where Superman does Superman things, what makes me think you can't pull this off in the future? You can't even do Superman. Just do Superman.
Superman was a huge, rousing success, don't you know? I've been told on very good authority that it was they made $1 bajillion somehow, despite not making $1 bajillion.
You know who people liked in Superman? Mr. Terrific.
That's always a good sign when people identify more with the side character than the titular one.
Yeah. His name. That's my biggest problem when I'm playing Spider-Man 2. It's like you can't just have Spider-Man. You have to have other Spider-Man. And also guess what Mary Jane has just as much to do, and she's just as important. She's strong and brave, and in fact, she's better. You're better than me, Mary Jane. He has this conversation with her. You're the one that holds this relationship together. I'm sorry, I'm always the mess and blah, blah. And it's like, oh my gosh. You have to elevate everybody around them. How many movies have we gotten where it has nothing to do with the person on the flippin' box?
Oh,
Ant-Man?
Too many.
Did Ant-Man have it? Like the second Ant-Man and the Wasp. Did Ant-Man's just a screw up? There's nothing super about him. He just gets the ability to get small, and we like him because he's quirky and friendly. Wasp is a better superhero than he is.
Yep.
How about Ant-Man Quantumania? His daughter's better than him. Why in the hell is Ant-Man even here then? Why are we even making this movie? Oh, they were going to make a Blade movie. Oh, sweet, I love Blade. Oh, it's going to mostly be about his daughters. Well, then what's the point? Why are we wasting our time? You can't even elevate the character on his own. You have to add other characters to elevate them off of the back of the character we're actually showing up for. I'm there for Spider-Man. Not all these other characters. Spider-Man. Stop trying
Dare you go
to...
to a movie to see a male character?
Well, it's like a freaking Doctor Strange. Multiverse of Madness. Oh, well, he has girl sidekick who's more important and has more interesting things to do. And also the villain is more of her movie. Even though she's a massive villain, has killed a bunch of people, we're going to act like she's not a horrible person who's committed a lot of murder. She's going to show up later at other shows like it's fine. It's almost like Doctor Strange doesn't even need to be here. What are we doing? Why even make a movie and put the guy in the box? Just be like, people around Doctor Strange, the film. Ant-Man's here, but it's mostly about his daughter. Just put that on the box. What a waste of time and money. An absurd amount of money. When you do these ensemble casts, it has nothing to do with the main character. It has everything to do with everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
You just distract from what you're trying to do. Superman's less super when he's surrounded by a bunch of other people that are just as good. He doesn't even save the poor country. Freaking sarcastic Green Lantern shows up and does it. They're holding flags of Superman, praying for Superman to save them, and he doesn't even show up. He's awkwardly fighting a better version of himself, who's also dumber for some reason.
Yeah.
And this is what we're supposed to think is set up for the new movies. James Gunn. You know, I'm not a director. I haven't done any of these things. You've got all of these accolades before me. And maybe I'm just some sort of guy on the internet, like, trying to tear down great men who are doing better things than me and much more creative and whatever. But you know what I am? I'm someone who knows how to make a damn story. And I could tell you, even though I've never written a movie or a book or a story, if it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not an artist, but I can tell you. I'm not an artist, but I can tell you that painting shit. and even the amateurs might not know what how what's all involved when they make these stuff, but they know what they like.
That's true.
And I don't like what you're making. I know about superheroes at the very least. I spent at least a good chunk of my life reading comic books and playing games with heroic characters, and I can watch Superman and be like, this ain't it. This isn't it, James Gunn. Why are you even chosen for this job? Oh, well, you famously did the quirky character stuff with Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, look, that looks like we get with Supergirl, another Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
To be fair, Rhett, they were desperate, and he made one of the last things in MCU that made money. So
you're not wrong. But do you think if Superman did really well, we'd be talking about Warner being sold?
Probably not. No, at least not the film studio. Maybe they would be, slicing off the dead, like their game studios, maybe the TV stuff. But the film studios would be trying to stay afloat.
If Superman made $2 billion, could Warner turn to the people on their debt and be like, look, we're making good stuff and we're crawling out of the hole?
Probably. Or they, at the very least, they could get investors.
Yeah. Well, look, James Gunn's making some great stuff. Look at the future of the medium. Cap Cruz says you should write a movie and sell it to Abyss. They'll make anything, and the budget will be modest.
Oh, it's Asylum, I think is what she means.
I mean, you could take it poorly and be like, write a script and throw it into the Abyss. Cthulhu will find it. Maybe he'll fund the film. Yeah, I don't know about that, but oftentimes it's easier to find the flaws in things than it is to create something on your own. And I'm not saying I couldn't write a script. It's just a lot harder than most people give credit to. I mean, look at Mr. Stuckman. He came out with a poorly written movie that he worked 10 years on.
Yeah.
10 years. You go, how could somebody work on a movie for 10 years? Well, he did. And the worst part of that movie, it was poorly written. The biggest accolade, it was decently directed.
Which, I mean, good for him on that. I mean, that's something to hang your hat on, certainly. I mean, there's a lot of directors that probably shouldn't write their own stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's something in and of itself, genuinely, and good on him.
I saw that as a recommendation for people who are friends of his and critics who said maybe he should just not write his next movie.
Bum, 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 bum.
When you mentioned that, Superman is this character who has the power to do whatever he wants, and he lets people live their lives, and only steps in when needed. It did remind me of the power that a director has. I'm not saying that they use it that way. Most of the time, directors end up being, unbearable tyrants on their sets. But I mean, that he should look at his own job for inspiration here.
Yeah, well, I think that's what makes you have a fair point. I think that's what makes Superman so interesting, is because he could.
Yeah, he could,
but he doesn't. And it's like presenting a character that has so much power, he could do anything and no one could stop him, but he chooses not to. I mean, tempt him. Do the Jesus being tempted by Satan in the 40 days in the desert. Mm-hmm. Just someone trying to prompt him to take advantage of the fact that he's got all this power and no one could stop him, and still choose not to. That's a really interesting character study. What would a person do in that situation? Cap Crew says, I hate when I ruin my own joke. Asylum. Could have sworn it was Abyss. Well, you ruined it. All good. We can't go back. It is now permanently ensconced in the internet forever.
Forever.
So James Gunn says that Supergirl is a rock and roll take on Girl of Steel, really more of an anti-hero story. Well, we haven't got a hero, and now we've got an anti-hero.
I mean, anti-heroes have their place, but Supergirl isn't an anti-hero.
She is now.
Never has been.
She is now. Yeah.
Well, let's at least establish this right out the gate. Honoring how the character's already been established in the comics. And this is not that character.
Right.
So, I mean, we could spend forever being like, well, this is a horrible take of the character because the character is not supposed to be this. Well, this is not that character. She is sarcastic, drunk, shitty party girl who's rock and roll and an anti-hero. I don't like that character. I'm going to put that out there. They had Blondie in the trailer because James Gunn can't do a movie without some sort of 80s, 90s rock, cue or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, instead of doing some self-examination when this movie comes out and fails, we already know what's going to happen.
Well, and this is based off of Tom King's Woman of Tomorrow. Just in case anyone's weren't a part of comic books or is not aware, Woman of Tomorrow by Tom King. Tom King in general, but that comic is considered widely to be really bad.
Yeah.
Like people hated it, and people think Tom King sucks.
Didn't he used to work for the CIA?
He was a recruiter for the CIA.
Oh, that's almost like the worst of the worst.
He
So,
was the one
they
that
went
wrote Batman, the story where he married Catwoman.
Catwoman.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And he's such a petty
But
piece
nobody
of
liked
shit. Somebody leaked it, and he destroyed her career.
What a dickhead.
Yeah, people.
Because he has mommy issues and he has to write them into his comics.
Yeah, people have issues with Tom King. He's not good.
Nope.
Yeah, so it's based off a comic book that sold tens of thousands.
Ooh.
You know what really fascinates me about the whole situation here is that this is something that's been done not just once. This isn't the first time they've done it. That where they looked around and they said, "You know what we really need to do? We need to do this story that everybody hated." You know what I mean? This is not the first time they've made this mistake,
Well,
and yet they still don't learn from it.
well, Jason, most of the stuff that's come out that they've been basing stories off of with the past set of comic book movies, have been based off of more recent comics that are not successful.
Right.
The newer version of Captain Marvel has had her story rebooted like 4 times and her comic canceled because no one liked it. How about Miss Marvel?
Yep.
Yeah, her comic's just not very popular.
Nope.
And it didn't sell.
And that's what I'm saying. It's fascinating to me that they sit down and they say, "You know what? Nobody liked this. Let's make it into a movie. Everybody will love it." What?
Thor Love and Thunder. People really liked his powers being
Natalie
given
Portman.
to Natalie Portman's character in the comics.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Big fans.
Oh, by the way, they hated that, and the comics didn't sell very well.
Oh.
Just because it was in the comics doesn't mean it was good.
Yeah. Well, especially because, I mean, and granted, people in Hollywood won't know this because they don't pay attention to anything, but they are basing movies off of comics that sold in numbers that 10 years earlier would have gotten them canceled.
Would have gotten them canceled in a second.
Yeah. But those are the more successful ones. Like, we're at that point.
But they have access to the ones that sold hundreds of thousands of copies. They have access to those stories.
They're so passé, Jason. I mean, come on.
I mean, we have the Odyssey. It's a book. It's not hard to follow the story. I guarantee you we're not getting the Odyssey in the new movie.
Oh, listen. Everyone's really excited for all the... Oh, no. Everyone thinks it looks terrible. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm not. Look, I like Christopher Nolan. I think he's got very interesting takes on things. He is not the Messiah. he is not flawless when it comes to filmmaking.
No, and this movie in particular looks... I mean, the new Odyssey looks really bad to me. But what can I say?
Hey, I liked Oppenheimer. I didn't love Oppenheimer, and it's got stupid, dull story stuff to it, and it drags on too long, and all these other problems. I like Tenet. It's not great though. I mean, how many other movies? I could go down the list of.
Well, Inception's the big one, right?
Yeah, I didn't like Inception.
I mean, everyone loved Dark Knight Rises. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, I thought Inception was up its own butt, and it was so dark it couldn't see where it was going.
What's the space one with McConaughey, man?
Oh yeah, Interstellar. Yeah, that was stupid. I didn't like Interstellar. And I know somebody's like, well, you just have bad taste. It's like, yeah, fine. That's fine. But I didn't like it. And it's like, well, you didn't get it. No, I understood. I understood the movie. Matthew McConaughey can act really well. I get it. He's really good.
He can cry so good at seeing 20 years go by.
Yeah, went back in time and was pushing books off the shelves. I get it. He went into the piano multiverse. Well, it's like he went into the time between time and could go back and like look at like stuff, and then he interceded by being the guy pushing the bookshelf off in his, and it looked like they were piano strings. So I always thought it was like the piano multiverse, where he's just like he's on the other side of the strings.
Piano's all the way down.
Yeah, just multicolored pianos because he went into a black hole or whatever.
Marty, I've become a piano, Marty.
Matt Damon gets all shitty because he was trapped on the planet. And time moves differently.
Douchey.
Yeah. And it's like 2001: A Space Odyssey. Interesting, not great.
Uh,
Boring.
Which is really funny.
And interesting, but not good.
My daughter took a film class as one of her electives. She's not going into film. She just had to take it because you have to fill those electives in college. And one of the movies they had them watch was 2001. And she watched it and she basically had the same reaction you did. It was like, yeah, interesting. Too long and boring.
I mean, it has it should be said. See, a good example of this sort of problem is like The Exorcist. The Exorcist works for a different audience from a different time period. Like us watching it today, it's just like, oh, it's okay. But at the time, you had never seen anything like that. People were coming out of the theater crying.
Oh, yeah.
Feeling like Satan had come and tickled their taint or something. Like the movie came across as just horrifying and in 2001 did things that no other film had done. Visually, storytelling wise. It came from a time when movies could take their time and present themselves in different ways. It's boring to us now where we need endorphin hits every 5 seconds. Like heads should be exploding and someone should be punching somebody. I get it. It hit differently to other people. It's still quite a dull and long drawn out. Like the most interesting aspect of that story was really the AI going nuts. I don't really care for the rebooting of mankind and the monkeys punching the obelisk. Like I don't. I get it. He circles back around and he's in a bed looking at baby and it's in space. I understand, but it does interesting stuff visually and it asks interesting questions in a very dull way. But it's a triumph of filmmaking for the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think we've said our piece. Everybody looking forward to the Supergirl?
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking forward to it flopping.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah,
Jason's just a hater and wants movies to fail.
Yeah.
You know,
I
it would
can't
not
wait to
surprise
review the
me.
theater. I hate it.
You know what?
It would not
I want it to
would
be a
not
good
surprise
movie.
me.
I want it to be a good movie. I want whatever my impression is to be wrong. And she goes through this great journey of discovering to be a better person. And this is just her struggling with the destruction of her planet. It doesn't look like that's what's going to happen.
That would make a good movie.
But I want it to be good.
And I would like for that to happen. I don't think it's going to. And it would not surprise me if this gets mothballed like the Batwoman movie.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That would be funny. I don't think that will happen, but that would be really funny.
Imagine this is the last film of Gunn's universe.
Oh, just Gunn in general. Just ruined.
Let's see.
Professionally.
A new Batman movie's coming out. You can choose James Gunn, Bryan Singer,
Oh.
or J.J. Abrams.
Oh no.
Who do you pick?
Rhett, I don't like who I'm going to have to pick for that. I just want you to know.
Well, Bryan Singer can make movies. He might be a horrible pederast, but he can make movies.
I don't know if we'll be able to get him out of Israel to come do it, but if we can make that work, he'll probably make the better movie. Sadly,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'm not convinced J.J. Abrams can make good films.
No, I'm not.
We
either.
might get the Batman with lens flares. That would be interesting.
And James Gunn, he can't do a Batman. It's got to be Batman.
No, he can't.
Featuring 5 obscure Batman-related characters. Huntress. We're gonna get Huntress in there.
The question.
The least favorite of the Robins, Damian Wayne, is supposed to show up in the James Gunn Batman movie. It's like, why Damian? He's the least favorite Robin. Damian Wayne? Why, James Gunn? Why?
Cool kid. Damien.
It's really funny that they did Jason Todd. Nobody liked him so much that he was killed. And yet Damian Wayne is hated even more.
You know, what's his name that played the Joker in the movie everybody hated? Who has a cult?
Yeah.
Morbius. Anyway,
Morbius.
They filmed hours of stuff for him that didn't show up in the movie.
Oh.
Hours of stuff. He's supposed to be Jason Todd, apparently.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Jason, so Silver, who's not aware, we've had multiple Robins. The original is Dick Grayson, who he used to be part of the Flying Graysons, and they were acrobats. And his parents died, and he turned to fighting crime, and Batman takes him in and adopts him. That's the classic Robin everybody's familiar with. Then we get Tim Drake, who was a great character, who was one of the few people who figured out who Batman was. And so he was pitched as this great detective. But he's the third one. And in between these, we get Jason Todd. Nobody liked Jason Todd for some reason.
He became Red Hood, didn't he?
Yeah, he became Red Hood. Nobody liked Jason Todd for some reason. He had attitude. He was kind of a little shitty character. He was actually pretty good in Cataclysm. He started warming up on people. And people hated his character so much that they actually put out in the comics asking people whether or not they would want to, the audience wanted them to kill Jason Todd, the new Robin. And the audience was so crappy that they all voted to kill Jason Todd. And Jason Todd got murdered by the Joker with a crowbar. His head caved in.
Yeah.
And he gets replaced with Tim Drake. And then after Tim Drake came Damian, who was the bastard child of Batman, and Talia al Ghul.
Yeah.
The girl in Dark Knight Rises. And then you have other universe Robins like that redhead and stuff, which are irrelevant.
I was gonna say, there's isn't there one called Stephanie Brown? And
yeah, she's from Dark Knight Returns.
Carrie or something.
Yeah.
If I remember right, Stephanie Brown is the Prowler.
Oh, okay. Regardless, Jason Todd was done dirty, and I hate what how crappy the readers can be. But Damian's not good. I really like Tim Drake. I was a fan of Tim Drake. But then they made him mega gay later, even though he was mega straight.
Yeah. And
then they just made him mega gay.
There is this, it's a pretty funny, it's a webtoon comic. It's called The Wayne Family, and it's basically they have all the Robins assembled together. It's just kind of funny. So they have all those different Robins, like Stephanie, I think.
Damian, Jason, Tim Drake.
I can't think of the one with the red hair's name, but yeah, they have all of them there.
Carrie Kelly is the redhead.
Yeah. Have it kind of lore accurate, I guess. I mean, Tim Drake is super gay in it.
Yeah, he wasn't normally.
Yeah.
No.
Red Hood is in it. He has a moment in it where he's like working on something in the Batcave and he hears some metal scraping across something. He has a PTSD moment and thinks back to the crowbar. And it's like, oh gosh.
Silver's gone down the Batman route and she's really into Batman now.
Oh yeah.
You've already
jerk kid in it.
You've already read some of the best Batman graphic novels. It's great. Oh boy. Well, guess what else has happened, everybody?
Oh no.
What?
The video game awards.
Oh my god, the Jeff Keighley Awards.
Woo!
How long did he fillet Kojima? I must know the minute count.
He had his hand in his pants for a good hour. So we're going to talk about the Video Game Awards, mostly because the announcements are interesting, not because I give a crap about who won. The Video Game Awards are only legitimate insofar as we give them legitimacy. It's like, oh, well, this movie got an Oscar. It's like, well, if we give a crap if the Oscars have any authority over anything. But when they pick bad movies that everybody hates, but it's your artistic choice, you're trying to send a political message, who cares what the Oscars have to say? And the Video Game Awards are one of those things where Jeff Keighley has been trying to make it out to be, this is the legitimate awards for video games, and just trying to convince people that it has some sort of authority in that way, I guess.
The thing is with award shows like this, either Oscars or Video Game Awards, I would say that the only video game award that, excuse me, not just video game award, but like media award in this case, the only time you can really say it's a legit award is if it's given by the end consumer, the people who actually play the video games, the people who actually consume the movies. If it's, the Academy that's giving you the award, it's just a circle jerk.
Well, that's
yeah,
what
but then the problem with that, Jason, is FIFA will win every year.
Yeah.
Well, you put FIFA in the sports category, and then somebody else wins everything else.
Well,
see, this is how we dilute them.
You know how FIFA wins? Money. That's how FIFA wins.
Yeah.
However,
EA.
They had the Streamer Awards, and it was a circle jerk. It was streamers voting to give each other awards, which is why everybody was so angry of the one that the audience voted for. Oh, Burnt Peanut won, and it pissed off all of the other streamers because Burnt Peanut does not care about the Streamer Awards.
No. Or VTubers.
He's basically just a troll on the internet.
He's just Guy with a peanut skin.
Yeah.
I saw him almost choke on a Big Mac on stream. It was hilarious. Anyway.
So we have the Video Game Awards. What's worth pointing out? Well, the big winner is Claire Obscura. Claire Obscura Expedition 33. Why is this important? Well, a few things. If you haven't seen or played the game, it's great. I thought it was a really good RPG. And it was a surprise because it had such a unique story and a very traditional RPG sort of setup. I had a lot of fun. It hit the triggers for me. I haven't beaten it yet because it's just a big game. It was made by former Ubisoft people who who proposed this game to Ubisoft and they turned them down, from what I understand. And they moved on to make this one.
Ubisoft nose in it.
They also made this one, compared to all the other big AAA games, on a budget.
So they actually made money.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That game came out and the word got out. It's freaking awesome. And it swept hard. As we see, Game of the Year, Best Game Direction, Best Narrative, Best Art Direction, Best Score goes to Claire Obscure. Best Audio Design, Battlefield 6.
That's the one. That's the one they got. The only one.
Best Performance, Claire Obscure. Innovation and Accessibility. What, for people who have disabilities?
I guess so.
Apparently,
I guess.
Apparently,
for journalists.
Doom the Dark Ages. Yeah, for journalists.
Oh, that's weird.
That guy, famously, who wrote the bad review because he couldn't figure out how to get out of the tutorial.
Yeah, for Cuphead.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
Games for
damn.
Impact who have a social impact south of midnight. That's the only award that game's
Oh.
getting.
Rhett,
Yeah,
do you
that-
want to know something funny? You
What's
know
that?
why that game is such a failure?
Oh.
Well, inherently, like the base problem.
Because it
So
wasn't
not only
made
is it
for entertainment purposes.
maybe, but the biggest problem is that it was a bunch of Canadians trying to write a game about the Deep South, like on the Mississippi Delta.
And it was all just cliche
Oops.
Deep South stuff.
Yeah, that's a problem. Anyway,
Best
Imagine
ongoing
that.
game. So a way to give awards to games that have already been out for quite some time. No Man's Sky. Best community
Yeah.
support, Baldur's Gate 3. A game that came out a while ago. Best
Yeah.
independent game. So this was the controversy. Claire Obscure
Yeah.
also got best independent game as well as best game. And
Okay.
a bunch of people got upset that they applied for best indie game. Now, what qualifies as an indie game is it self-published. That's the definition.
yeah,
But they're like, but this studio's too big to really be indie. I don't know if you could say that. It didn't have a huge AAA budget. But they complained because it's a fairly big game, because it won over like Hollow Knight or Hades 2 or Blueprints or what you would classically think is an indie game. But it's like, if it's defined as self-published, then does it not qualify? Well, it's also a really big game. So, and it's like, well, so? And people got really annoyed
What's
that
that got to do with anything?
it got best indie game as well as best game.
hey, them's the breaks, kids.
Yeah,
Yeah, seriously.
they deserve it. They self-publish. What do you want? We have a mobile game, Midnight Walk for VR. Midnight Walk's an interesting game, by the way, for VR.
Watch them change the definition of the category next year. So it's not only just that you have to be self-published, but you have to have fewer than X number of employees.
Yeah. Or it's got to be
Wouldn't surprise
2D
me.
and quirky or something.
Yeah.
Walking simulator.
Best Action, Hades 2. Best Action Adventure, Hollow Knight. Best RPG, Claire Obscure. Best Fighting Game, Fatal Fury.
Do you know there was some drama about it winning Best RPG as well?
Oh,
There
really?
were people on the online sphere saying that Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 should have won.
Kingdom Come Deliverance got nominated for a bunch of awards and won nothing.
Yeah. And look, I mean, I wouldn't have been upset if it had won Best RPG, but like, that game has noticeably been not as well received by its fans as
No.
the first one.
No.
For various reasons, but anyway.
Best Family Game, Donkey Kong. Best Sim Strategy, Final Fantasy Tactics. It's a great game,
Hey.
regardless. I love it. Best Sports Racing, Mario Kart. Over like serious racers like F1.
I mean, we all knew this was coming.
To be fair, Sonic Racing was also on the list of best sports racing games. Best multiplayer.
Rhett.
Arc Raiders. There was a bunch of drama with Arc Raiders. What's that, Ross?
Oh, just real quick. I mean, I would like to hear about the Arc Raiders drama. How long do you think before Sonic games, like especially like the racing ones or whatever, start putting references into Chris Chan?
Oh, no, never. They need to pretend
hope-
Chris Chan isn't alive.
No,
Yeah,
they need
seriously.
to have just small little Easter eggs. that
No,
will leave Psycho
no. See,
behind.
you want that because
Uh-huh.
you and I would be blown away.
I would be so happy.
What should happen is Sonic goes out of its way to pretend he has been cast into the void and he never existed. What you don't want is even the subtlest. Like, you could do the subtlest of references where somebody's like, man, Sonic, I'm real upset that your arms are the wrong color. And people will go like, oh my God. It's like, you don't recognize
yeah.
he lives. Never.
Yeah. Just have Sonic suplex Sonichu, and kill him, break his neck, something like that.
An intro thing, he just runs over Sonichu. In Sonic Racing, he just flattens him.
Just make Chris Chan lose his mind.
Yeah. Well, it didn't somebody already convince him that they're going to make movies about Sonichu? and that this other guy was the real Chris Chan, and they had a singing competition to see who was the real one. And he's all really angry that he made deals with big studios to make Sonichu movies. Which was all lies, but Chris believes it because he has developmental problems.
Yeah, he's got issues.
Anyway, Arc Raiders. A big streamer game guy, multiplayer game guy, Sheed, something like that.
Okay.
He was actively campaigning to prevent Claire Obscura from winning Game of the Year. He was trying to create a movement among his followers and stuff to make sure Claire Obscura wouldn't win. Because he was so obsessed with Arc Raiders that he needed Arc Raiders to win. It did not win Game of the
Year. Yeah, and you know what? I've heard it's a good game, but yeah, doesn't have. I mean, it's a big game, but Claire Obscura has more appeal, like overall. Like, real. Single player games have that, especially Arc Raiders, where it can be a brutal game because it's an extraction shooter.
Best adaptation, The Last of Us Season 2. It was considered worse than the first season.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what was its competition that it won?
Well, what should have won was the Minecraft movie that earned like $1 billion.
Yeah. Even if it is horrible, but it's probably. I mean, as far as an adaptation goes, what else could you do with it?
Last of Us Season 2, everybody hated it. Minecraft.
I mean,
everybody liked it.
I mean, they gave Last of Us 2, like, the game of the year at this fucking award show. So
yeah, and people hated Last of Us 2, the game.
Yeah.
Also, its other competition, The Devil May Cry, Netflix. No.
Oh, I heard that was
Splinter Cell.
Great. Oh no.
Also bad. And Until Dawn, which I'm vaguely aware it existed.
I've never heard anything about it. The only real competition truly is between Minecraft and Until Dawn. Let's be real.
I think Until Dawn they made a movie.
Yeah, it was a movie. It was even in theaters.
Most anticipated game between 007 First Light, GTA 6, Marvel's Wolverine, Resident Evil Requiem, and Witcher 4, of course, is GTA 6.
Yeah, like, I mean, imagine being in that fucking category. Like, well, anyway, it was nice being nominated, I guess.
Why even show up?
007 First Light. That shouldn't have even been nominated. Jesus. Content
Creator of the Year. I've only heard of Burnt Peanut and Moist Critical, and Moist Critical won.
Listen, and I don't hate Moist Critical or anything. I used to watch him a fair amount, but
I've never seen Moist Critical. I've just heard his name.
Yeah, you've probably heard his voice and didn't realize it. It's very monotone.
Well, the only reason why I'm aware of Burnt Peanut is you told me about him like a few days ago, and I watched a video.
My favorite thing where he calls in idiots with his moron noises.
Yeah, Silver. So he uses this strategy where he's in a first-person shooter and he'll hide in the sewers, in the video at least, and he'll just go, and then he'll just wait, and someone comes to see what that sound is, and he shoots them.
Like a moth to a flame.
Esports athletes, I don't know who some Korean guy won. Best esports team, Team Vitality, okay. Never heard of you.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, but these are our big winners. The main controversy is that Claire Obscure swept the awards.
Absolutely brutalized the competition.
Wow.
Like they didn't exist.
And they don't.
They do not. Kojima won nothing, despite being nominated.
Did you see the clip of him reacting to Claire Obscure winning?
Was he not happy?
I mean, it was a good face, but like you could tell, and like the rumor has it, like he lost, and then he just was there for like a minute or two longer, and then he left. That's the rumor. I don't know if that's confirmed or not, but that's what I heard. Well, and if that's the case, Oh.
I have classic American unreasonable bigotry towards the French, despite liking Claire Obscure. It didn't help that when they went to accept the awards, one of the guys that went up to accept the award was not only wearing a beret, but a scarf.
Oh, no, Rhett. They were all wearing that.
Oh.
Everybody from that company was wearing that, which makes it funny.
They need to be bullied
What do
by
you
the
think the
Germans.
say on my forehead stands for?
So funny.
We need the Germans back.
No.
What?
They're
someone has
coal again.
Someone has to put the French in their place.
Well, the French just went about, like, they just started not having to charge for power because they have so many nuclear power plants.
Yeah, because they're smart and they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Actually, Spain went so far on the renewables that they nearly crashed France's energy grid because they couldn't keep Spain up. So Spain had to cut them off when they had that big blackout in Spain. France had to cut them off from the grid because they're like, we're not going to prop up your country too.
That's hilarious.
Because France knows.
Just like high-fiving in I don't know, heaven or hell, wherever he is, but he's stoked right now.
He deserves one and the other.
I was going to say, I mean, both? Why not both?
It would have been funnier if they went up with the berets and scarves riding bikes with baguettes in the basket.
With onions around their necks.
We would like to thank you for this award. This is very nice.
Exaggerating the accent.
Uh-huh. I don't care if you can speak English perfectly.
Well, the only other really important thing are the announcements, not the not the list of winners. Is this one it?
Gotham City.
Gotham City, City of Justice. City of Love. The Gotham City is not like that at all.
No, at all.
All right, I found it. Oh, we even get to see their really stupid outfits. Look at them. Look how French they are. Even got the striped shirts and stuff. Oh, you stupid Frenchman.
Where's the baguettes?
All right, so the big announcements, which is the only thing that really matters for the Game Awards, because they like to show off new stuff or announce new stuff because it's got eyeballs.
Yes. Yep.
All right. So something weird was happening here. Jeff Keighley tweeted out an image of a really spooky, messed up Cthulhu-like statue of writhing bodies in hell that was apparently in the middle of nowhere in the Mojave Desert.
Yes.
Which was apparently an allusion to Divinity, a new Divinity game. We will not be watching the trailer. It is a horror show of epic proportions.
Yeah, it was pretty jacked up.
Yeah. But a new Divinity game is coming, if you want to be disturbed, you guys. New Resident Evil game called Requiem, and we will see the return of Leon, which everybody's been waiting for.
Yeah, because this is the one they announced earlier in the year, right? It's technically like RE9, but now Leon's going to be in it.
Yeah, well, because... And you might go, oh, well, we've had a Leon thing before. It's like, well, first of all, he's in RE4, and then they did the remake, but that's the only game he's been in. At least as far as I remember. He shows up at... Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
Yeah, he's in 2. Oh, no, Requiem's different. I thought it was 9. My bad, y'all.
It's a different game. We also got the announcement of Tomb Raider Catalyst, and the controversy across the internet with this was she's too attractive.
Oh, yes. No boobs and shorts, god damn it.
Well, because of all the insecure women across the internet, they're annoyed because she doesn't represent the common girl, and they want her to look more plain.
Oh my gosh.
That's the complaint, is she's too attractive and they want more representative. So it's like, why don't we have giant, heavy black women as the main superhero, and it's like, well, because that's not an aspirational role to be in.
Right.
Overweight and doing flips with your double pistols.
Well, and it seems like everybody wanted them to continue with the survival-y one, and that's fine and all, but it was a trilogy of games.
I like the survival-y one. I don't mind like a reboot in a different direction.
Well, I think people are ready for. I mean, Angelina Jolie are up. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I think we're all ready for that again.
Well, and they're trying to do the Amazon show.
Oh no! Don't remind me.
That's gonna go well.
No.
If she didn't ruin Indiana Jones, she's gonna ruin Tomb Raider.
Well, and because isn't that supposed to be cast the gal from Game of Thrones, the redhead?
I think so. I don't know.
Listen. Well, time to wear my sexist hat. Don't pay attention to how worn out it is. But
sweat stains.
Homegirl is in very good shape. Very good shape. Homegirl also has no boobs, and I don't think she's got much of an ass. And I'm sorry, but that ain't Lara Croft, as Angelina Jolie showed us in the early 2000s.
What, the swinging around the mansion on her dangly absurd exercise thing where she bounces around? What that?
Listen, it's a way to spend your millions. I'm not saying it's a good way to spend your millions. Okay.
Yeah, it looks all right. It's a wait and see sort of thing.
Yeah, I hope the game's good. Really.
Legacy of Atlantis. We're also getting. I think one of these is a remake. They're doing a remake of the first one and then a new game. Yeah, she's pretty. I'm sorry, plain women.
You know what's funny though? I did see only a couple, but I did see a couple of people on Twitter going, "She's too swarthy."
Swarthy,
and it's like, yeah, which hilarious term that's about 80 years too old, but yeah, she's tan. I don't know, like, she's
what are you, an old
all
school racist or something?
Yeah, it's just she's too dark, like. But she's tan. Oh.
Your blood has been corrupted by Laplanders.
You're basically a fan.
Oh, old racism. This is a special kind. New Control. I like the other Control, but I don't like Alan Wake 2, so I'm not convinced this is going in any direction that I'm going to be happy with.
Remedy's hurt you before.
Yeah, they have. Returnal successor, because everybody's like, I want another Returnal.
A what?
Returnal.
A who?
Yeah. Anyway, it was a game, Ross, and this is a successor called Saros.
Well, I'm glad it's getting succeeded. By the way, I am stupid. RE Requiem is 9. Didn't they call it RE9 when they first announced it? I'm so confused.
I don't know.
Anyway. I'm a moron.
Super Mario Galaxy released like a whopping 30 seconds of new footage featuring Luigi. We also are getting a big effort to bring back Mega Man. A big Mega Man release, and Capcom apparently is intending this to be a big Mega Man to be a big part and a big brand of their future. I'm guessing, just speculating, that he is a precursor to a movie.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That would be smart.
Mega Man's a great character and a great brand. They just have been squandering him for a while.
Yeah. And you could make a movie out of him.
It'll basically be Astro Boy or whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of depressing. We can rebuild him, but I don't have a lot of money.
Oh. The budget is tight.
Yeah, a bunch of Lego Batman footage. It looks amazing. It's basically Lego Batman with Arkham controls.
Oh.
Yeah. It looks really good.
Right. Bless them.
Diablo 4 expansion, because everybody cares about Diablo 4.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Street Fighter the movie trailer, and this shocked everybody. And if you've watched it, it looks very silly, and I'm very much on board.
I was gonna say, Rhett, can I tell you something?
What's that?
I'm actually genuinely excited about this movie,
Yeah.
and I'm not even that big of a Street Fighter fan.
It looks goofy, and I'm super into it.
I really want to see this in theaters, like genuinely.
Yeah, it looks fun. They actually alluded at the end of the trailer that they had that moment where they're beating up the car. It's sweet.
I love that.
Yeah,
I
so do I.
absolutely love that.
Yeah.
And especially Cody Rhodes with the big stupid hair.
Yep. Mega stupid hair. We get Roman Reigns as Akuma.
Yes. Jason Momoa as Blanca.
Yeah, did you Jason Momoa as Blanca. Did you see Zangief? He's that Danish weightlifter. He was the villain in Reacher season 3 on Amazon. They basically just went like, we need a guy bigger than Reacher. And the guy's he's just enormous. He's a big man. They brought out all of,
look a lot like him.
Yeah, they brought out all of the actors on stage for the thing, like Jason Momoa and Cody Rhodes and stuff is there. And then you see the big Danish weightlifter, and he's just enormous compared to everybody else.
Good. Yes.
He's a very big man.
Oh.
I saw a video when he went to China and did a video, because he has his own like YouTube channel. And he was walking down the aisle, and he just picks up the cart with one hand and carries it around. And he runs into this Chinese guy who stops, turns, and looks up, and he's like, "You're the biggest man I have ever seen."
I'm terrified.
He was literally half his size.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, he's a big guy, and he's a very friendly dude. He comes across as a very nice guy. Big old Dane.
Love that.
Star Wars Galactic Racer. That's right. Star Wars Racing Ross is back.
I'm Rhett, you and we gonna be playing this and talking mad smack while we're getting all the achievements.
Yeah, me and you kind of went hard on Pod Racer.
Oh, living it up. I just needed an N64 controller in my hand, and I would have been taken back in time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't know I wanted this, but yeah, I'm all right with it. I'll race.
You know what's funny? And I guess, maybe I can talk about... Well, I'll hold it until we get further along.
I know, music. Tomb Raider, no!
Tomb Raider.
I was going to give a little peek at what we're looking at, but Tomb Raider's occupying. I mean, Tomb Raider looks good. I want puzzles and Uncharted adventures. If I recall, this was mostly just hype.
Yeah.
Yeah, racing. Just a racing game. Still, I'm in. It looks fun.
Absolutely.
Phantom Blade Zero.
Oh. Was there a Phantom Blade .00?
No, I think this is the first.
The first of its name?
Yeah.
Oh.
Pragmata, which I've seen alluded to for many years now. So we're finally getting a release date.
Good lord.
I think I saw like a trailer for this like 4 or 5 years ago.
It's been 85 years.
Gang of Dragon is Toshihiro Nagoshi's new game, and it looks like Yakuza because he made the other Yakuza games. So yeah. Warlock Dungeons and Dragons, new single player RPG, strong woman. Silver's get into that because she's very sexist and woman centered.
Know me.
I do know you. Forest 3, because we had other forests.
Really?
Yeah, we're getting to Forest 3.
I can't believe we're already on 3. I swear they just released the other one.
And I don't think Forest 2 was called Forest 2, was it? Was it Sons of the Forest?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
They couldn't come up with a new clever name for Forest 3? Just Forest
Maybe
3?
they realized...
Waters of the Forest. I mean, it's right there.
High Guard ended the show, and it actually annoyed everybody because they were hoping for a big like stinger at the end, and it was a game no one's heard of, and a lot of people were annoyed.
This is one you put at the start.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be a big deal, everybody. Come on, it's a hero shooter multiplayer game. Come on.
Come on, everybody. Let's go.
Whoa. Concord made some... Oh, God. Oh, no.
The announcement that, only really affects me is Creative Assembly Warhammer 40K. Look, I knew this was happening. This was the illusion. Everybody knew this was coming. I understand. Yep. It was my stance from the beginning. Warhammer 40K does not work in a Total War format. I understand I'm in the minority. I get that. This is not the right decision to continue on with Total War. Everybody is super hyped and freaking out because 40K is more popular than fantasy, even though fantasy makes more sense in a Total War scenario. I'm insane, but I did not think 40K was the right choice for the next big game.
Can I almost wonder if putting it under the Total War label is the mistake.
Yeah.
If Creative Assembly would just said we're coming 40K strategy, like whatever, 40K tactics. Because the problem is like that Total War branding has very specific connotations.
Yeah, for gameplay.
Yeah.
The setting of 40K, specifically the battle, like how you fight in that game, just makes no sense to Total War.
No. Well, like let's say they did the people that do Hearts of Iron, they're like 40K in this universe. Your expectation would be it would be a lot of resource management and battle but not hands-on battle management. You'd have an overall map. You'd be conducting like a war and resources. There would be an expectation as to what the gameplay would look like. Because this is a Total War game, there's an expectation of what the gameplay would look like. Not only do you have cities where you build buildings and you muster your armies, and then you try and conquer other cities. This isn't... There's a specific type of gameplay associated with this. And also in battle gameplay where you move large block units to outmaneuver each other. Because because 40K is set in a modern-ish sort of military war engagement, you don't have block units. You have more loose-fitting squads and platoons and that sort of thing who take cover and move and there are a lot more mechanic considerations that would take place in this sort of game than in a classic sort of military block unit maneuver flank sort of setting. This fits more with a Company of Heroes style of gameplay, not a Total War style of gameplay.
Yeah, or even Warno.
I mean, this worked with Dawn of War, not necessarily with a Total War.
What was that? There's a couple of them. Those Cold War strategy games. There's like Warno. There's another one. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, those would make more sense with 40K.
Yeah.
Are you thinking like Red Faction?
No. These are like far more nerdy and tedious.
Oh, the games Rhett likes to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of people were trying to hype up and rumor to get like Game of Thrones as a thing, which would have been a horrible mistake. That's not a good option.
Well, it's 6-7 years too late.
Yeah, it's just...
I mean, it would have fit better than Warhammer 40K, but...
gameplay-wise, sure. I think the best option would have been like a Lord of the Rings.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
It would have been a perfect set.
But I don't know that they want to pay for that IP.
Well, that's fine, but my point is, if you're picking a game that would have been a perfect move on from Total War Fantasy, would have been it would have been like Lord of the Rings. Yeah, similar fantasy universe set in a very popular IP, blah, blah, blah. Take it into a modern setting, like they basically have to revamp the gameplay. It has to play differently.
Yeah.
And then it's not
a Total War game.
Yeah, it's almost not a Total War game. But everybody in the forums, oh, we're freaking 40K. They need to do 40. It was like, what makes you think they're going to do a 40K in such a way that'll actually do justice to that sort of game? It's like, what are you talking about? It would make more sense to give the Company of Heroes people a 40K game.
Way more sense.
But whatever, I'm insane. Invincible versus this sassy black woman in a fighting game, I guess. I don't.
Cool. Anyway.
Yeah, moving on.
For Loop revealed it's a sci-fi co-op shooter from Bad Robot and Left 4 Dead designer.
Oh.
Because Bad Robot's a good sign.
Well, and slathering on Left 4 Dead developers in the marketing is kind of a mark of the beast now. Oh,
did you notice For Loop?
That worked so well with Back 4
Blood. Yeah. Yeah. J.J. Abrams apparently can't get a movie made, but he's going to involve himself in video games.
Good.
The next game from developer of The Ascent is called No Law.
Cool.
No Law, everybody.
One could almost call it lawless.
Ace Combat 8, get ready for rockin' soundtracks.
By the way, do you want to know the most happy fan base right now? It's Ace Combat. They are so stoked. I feel so happy for all of them.
They love, yeah. Well, some of the greatest video game music you could find is in Ace Combat games. You would think
so weird.
You would think a military fighter game where you're flying a F-16 would not have the rockiness soundtracks of all time.
But you'd be wrong.
With angelic choirs and stuff.
Taking the cue from Top Gun.
No, the music style is more akin to like Dark Souls.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Anyway. Lenny Kravitz is joining the 007 First Light because Lenny Kravitz is hot today. He hasn't had a song anyone gave a crap about in 30 years. No, it's more like 20 years. His daughter
was in a movie people liked 3 years ago. Okay.
She was the worst part of the movie.
Oh.
Lenny Kravitz. Really?
Hey, Rhett, do you know what this is?
Oh.
Hey, people really liked Keanu Reeves and Idris Elba in Cyberpunk 2077.
But they're good.
Yeah.
Hey, rude.
Hey, quit
hurtful.
raining on their parade.
He sang American Woman in the early 2000s, Ross.
Yeah, he did.
Remember Lenny Kravitz?
Hey, listen, I love me my Jewish Lenny Kravitz, all right?
Uh-huh.
Is this a bad choice? Absolutely, but I'm fascinated nonetheless.
Marvel Rivals Season 6, get you some Deadpool.
No, I bet Jason is so excited.
Oh, yeah. So excited.
The Witness and Braid creator Jonathan Blow announces a 250-hour puzzle game.
Oh.
Order of the
Sinking
Sinking
for the rest
Star.
of your life.
And that's going to be so tedious after a while.
I was going to say, my God. That's going to be like a 5-year project.
Lords of the Fallen 2.
Hey, Rhett. Yeah. Do you think they'll come out with the Lords of the Fallen 2? It'll suck, and then they'll come out with Lords of the Fallen 2 again, but
and pretend the other one didn't happen.
This is just how they make games over there.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Out of Worlds, a stunning, unique take on co-op platforming game. We've had so many co-op platforming games.
I was going to say, is this just going to be the new thing now?
Yeah.
Kind of like walking simulators forever or like Undertale knockoffs?
What is this, like the 5th game that's this type of game? I mean,
is it even from the same people or no?
I don't know. I mean, it's got a unique art style, but...
Yeah, but it's about lady and guy doing lady and guy things cutely.
Yeah. Neo 3, baby!
Oh, baby!
I'm the only one that cares about Neo 3 because the first one started it outright where a white man saves the Asians.
Oh.
You heard me. That's right. The Japanese game Neo, the plot was this white guy from Europe who had blonde hair and blue eyes, had a special power to defeat the demons in Japan.
Good
I didn't write
Lord.
this. The Japanese wrote it.
Therefore, it's not racist.
It's still very Souls-like, and I really liked it. But
It's like when they made that Great Wall movie and had Matt Damon in it.
Yeah,
It's like,
Matt
what?
Damon
The Chinese
saves
people
China.
made it. I don't know what to tell you.
did you hear Matt
Not my
Damon's
fault.
his daughter's reaction to it?
No, I bet they loved it.
Well,
Oh,
Matt
wait,
Damon
no.
had I don't know if it's a joke or whatever, but he's like, my daughters never see any of my good movies. They only see the bad movies I make. And it was something like, she goes, oh, well, I saw that Wall movie you were in, Dad. And he's like, well, it's called The Great Wall. And she goes, there's nothing great about it.
Uh-oh.
His actual daughter said this to him.
Man, she set him up and he walked right into it. Like
He
a
walked
fucking
right
idiot,
into
boy.
it.
Like a rake on the ground.
Mario Rabbids game, whatever. Well, the creator is making a platform with Bradley the Badger.
By the way, I love that
okay.
it's 1998 again. I'm
Yeah.
so excited.
Banjo-Kazooie once more.
Yeah.
Stupid Never Dies. Let me read the
Yeah.
premise so you can get hyped for this. Set in a world where monsters are a part of everyday life, and you take on the role of Davy, a lowly zombie who must brave a dungeon to bring back Julia, a frozen human he loved.
Oh, okay.
Are you confused?
Yes.
Yes.
Because we can't have good heroes anymore. We have to have the bad guys be heroes. It's
You
know
just
what?
a misunderstood zombie.
Stubbs the zombie
my
was
God.
fun.
Silver, are zombies the new hotness to fall in love with? It's the new vampire.
I mean, it's possible. I haven't heard of it yet. Last time I heard of this happening was when the show Warm Bodies came out.
Yeah.
We're bringing it
I
back.
Those
wondered
warm
if you
bodies
know
and Santa
that.
Monica Diet and
Zombies are the
Everyone
new
loves
hotness.
rotting flesh. They love that. It smells so great.
You could hold a zombie's hand and then walk away and still have his hand.
Yeah, just fling it, just chuck it like a football 50 yards.
Hands are like boomerangs. You throw them and they come back to you.
Yeah. Little known fact.
A game where you play as a dog shepherding sheep.
Hey, you know what?
get me some of that.
I'm not mad at it.
It could be relaxing and fun.
Yeah. It could be a very chill game. I'm down.
Last of Us and Uncharted 4 director unveils next project, Coven of the Chicken Foot.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh.
my gosh.
Now, to be fair, Druckmann did not direct Last of Us and Uncharted 4.
Say this is the lady that actually knows what she's doing, right?
No, she was a writer. This is a whole different person.
Oh. Well then I don't care.
Yeah. Decrepit is a terrified first-person Souls-like coming to PC because everything's got to be a Souls-like.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's current year, so
Audio Mech, new gameplay trailer. Guild Wars 2 gets an expansion, which confused me and Ross because Guild Wars 2 came out when?
I don't know, 25 years ago now? I mean, forever. This game is so old.
Guild
you know
Wars
what?
is celebrating 20 years.
Uh-huh.
Yikes.
But I mean, Jesus, didn't Final Fantasy 11 get an update this year?
It did.
Yeah. That
A
came
new area.
2 or 3?
They got a new area.
My God.
Solasta 2, I've never seen one.
Yeah, I've never even heard of the first one.
Orbitals looks very classic Japan comic style.
That looks like crap.
Warframe official wake up. Whatever that
Oh.
means.
Another expansion. Wonderful.
Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Heights is a British show. Wuthering Waves official back to school trailer. Some Japanese RPG, I assume. Hitman World of Assassins. Mia Jovovich is in it, featuring Mia Jovovich.
We love her.
Yeah, she's great. Lost Skies game.
Right.
7 Deadly Sins Origin, which is a prequel, I guess, to the other JRPGs. Ontos, some guy with half a head. You can look up these trailers later. We just need to get through these. Screamer racing game. 2XKO, strong female. That'll tell you everything you need to know.
Hell yeah.
Soul Frame.
The Soul Frame.
This looks like a trailer for a cartoon.
Well, no, that's a Battlefield trailer because that's the Battle Friends, which was a thing on YouTube way back in the day, and it's funny because all the Zoomers didn't know what that was, and it was very funny.
Anyway, the big one that's worth talking about is Star Wars: Fate of the Old Republic, and the trailer released, which is only a CGI hype trailer, and this got a lot of attention because a lot of people respond to this by going, "Oh, finally a Star Wars RPG." Now, to clarify, this is meant to be a Knights of the Old Republic successor.
Okay.
Spiritually, not directly.
Directly. Yeah.
So you might go, well, what makes it a successor? They could just do it. This is directed by the person who directed Knights of the Old Republic.
Hey.
I would feel better.
Sign.
It's a good sign. I would feel better if this was written by the person who wrote Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah. Even KOTOR 2.
Yeah. But
Mr. Avalone's
everybody went, oh, I'm interested in this.
Yeah.
I mean,
go on.
I was going to say, it has an impressive pedigree, but we need more than that at this point.
Yeah, well, all we have is the hype trailer, but we're hoping.
Yep.
You know can I just say what's fascinating to me? So, Disney got the rights to Star Wars back, 13 years ago now, something like that. And the first thing they did was sign a deal with EA to make Star Wars games for them.
Sure.
And that has been not the worst thing, but also very far from the best thing, right? It's been very hit or miss.
Yeah,
and
very true.
The whole time they could have just been licensing this out like crazy, which eventually they've been kind of more doing that. That's how we got the Jedi Survivor games and stuff like that. But do a little farm it out to a bunch of different people, with good ideas. Don't shotgun it. And I mean, why not a racing game? Of course, then we finally did get Squadrons in addition to those weird. I mean, some people were like those Battlefront games. I'm not the biggest fan, but they're also not the most offensive things.
Yeah, they're fine. They're fun for what they are.
There just should have been way more variety in the stuff they were licensing out. We're finally getting there, and it is. I mean, Star Wars is almost as dead as it's ever going to be, and it's just fascinating to me. And as I am very excited about Fate of the Old Republic. However, Rhett, do you know what I heard?
What's that?
I heard that the studio that's making this only got founded this year, which means that game may not even come out till 2030.
Yeah, this could be just way down the line.
Yeah. Because as exciting as it is, since the KOTOR remake got canceled, thank God.
Not canceled.
I thought they canceled it.
I have news for you.
No, Rhett.
So it was originally made by the studio, and they had a lot of rot problems. Shifting, yes. I think people shifted in and out, whoever was the director and stuff. I can't remember the details. But eventually, it gets dropped because the studio said the game was too big for them to handle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it's been handed off to another developer. Now, I will say that this is encouraging because that other developer also made Space Marine 2.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
So maybe it might still be alive. And my guess is they started from scratch because there was all this controversy of whoever was attached to write, and it had people who were attached to Sweet Baby Inc. and some other stuff, and this big woke writer was apparently working on it, and there was just a bunch of negative feedback, and so that studio gave it up and moved on, and it got picked up by the studio that did Space Marine 2. So maybe it might be alive.
It's a good sign.
Yeah, it's a good sign. And the studio who did Space Marine 2 didn't dishonor the brand.
Yeah.
Oh, let's hope. Please, Lord.
Rolling the dice. It's been a fruitful discussion, a lot of stuff to go through detail, but we really got to rush through the news dump, but we'll be here all night.
The Distracted Gamer Podcast. Big steaming pile of news dump.
Here we are in the bathroom holding hands and helping each
Trying
other
not to look each other in the eye.
get it pushed out. Because there's a lot of this is a big turd, and we got a lot to get through.
Oh.
All right, so to re-go over, yes, the Warner drama has been still happening. Netflix trying to buy Warner, but in a shocking turn of events, the rumor that we alluded to last week happens to be true. Paramount is going to try a hostile takeover.
For a hostile, yeah.
Now you might go, what's a hostile takeover, Rhett? And Ross and Jason?
Everyone.
What's a hostile takeover? Well, a hostile takeover is when you either take enough control of shares to control the board, or you work with investors who control the board. Is basically without the consent of the company, you either buy up enough shares or take enough control to reverse decisions happening in the board and just effectively take over the company without directly buying it, because Paramount really wants it. We've talked about some rumors and allusions to what's going on last week. We're not a news reporting group. We're just commenting. So I might get everything 100% wrong. But from what it seems like, the reception to Netflix buying it has been really poor. Netflix claims, despite the concerns of Hollywood, that this is going to be the downfall of classic Hollywood as we know it. They claim that they are committed to theatrical releases. I think this is just to assuade Hollywood, as far as I can tell.
Yeah. That's not really Netflix's model. I mean,
No.
I guess they could just say, hey, since we've got the studio and, we can release some things in theater, but I think what's going to happen is, if anything, they'll slowly start phasing that portion out if they do take over.
Yes. Despite that, in a shocking turn of events, despite the great evil, Hollywood has found themselves turning to the federal government, hoping that they will intervene. And hilariously, Hollywood is turning. It reminds me of like The Watchmen, where Rorschach's standing there, and they're like, the city cries out, "Save us!" and Donald Trump turns back and says, "No." More or less, it feels like from their perspective, they are appeasing old mustache man. Please save us. Please save Hollywood. And it's like, Trump is like, why would I save you guys? You all hate me.
You're not on board with MAGA. Screw you guys. Not going to do it.
His son-in-law apparently is a large investor in Paramount. So Trump rightly seems to be stepping back and saying, I'm not having any direct involvement in this. Even though he also can't help but make a comment of, if Paramount takes over, CNN has to change its leadership.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, so now you are stirring your stick in the mess. All right. Regardless, Hollywood is very upset and very paranoid about what the future is going to hold for old Hollywood. And it doesn't look good.
Hollywood way.
But we'll see if Paramount, who everybody hated and what it was implying was the worst thing ever, and part of the Yahtzee party is now suddenly the great savior who needs to buy Warner in a hostile takeover. Hilariously enough, in the deal, Netflix fully expressed that they had no interest in CNN and no interest in their gaming division. Specifically, they cared so little about Warner Brothers games that it wasn't even calculated in the price.
Oh my lord!
They did
How
not care about Warner games.
Yeah, they're not a gaming company.
No. But Warner, as you recall, made the Arkham games and they made the Shadow of Mordor and stuff. So they had made some stuff, despite the recent horrific failure of Suicide Squad. But Netflix cared so little that they didn't even put it in the value of buying Warner.
So if Netflix does buy Warner, if that does go through, and because Warner Games made Shadow of Mordor and that stuff, could Netflix make a Shadow of Mordor movie?
Yeah.
Oh.
Of course, I don't know if they own
what the deals were.
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't know if they own. I think Warner Games still owns the IP for making games. It's hard to say. I know Warner doesn't necessarily own the IP for making new movies. They do own distribution, but these are details I don't have. Well, didn't the recent animated movie that was Ride of the Rohirrim, wasn't that Warner?
It was.
Yeah, so I think they could. Regardless.
Yeah, I don't see why they couldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, regardless, they really don't care. As was this article, Netflix sees no value in Warner Brothers games, but are super excited to exploit the properties they've built. Look forward to that, everybody.
I love the way they say that. It heartens me and gives me tons of confidence.
Well, if you care about the brands. Bob Iger raised flags about Netflix Warner Brothers Discovery deals' impact on consumers because Bob Iger really cares about you.
Yeah, so why'd you buy Fox, you fucking asshole?
To read this, and I quote, I think if I were a regulator looking at this combination, I'd look at a few things. First of all, I would look at what impact is on the consumer. I think he's worried that Netflix is going to have so much leverage on the market. Disney is going to be second fiddle in most regards.
Yeah, they scared, baby.
Shifting on. Actually, I don't think I queued. I thought I had another bit of news for the Warner Discovery stuff. It doesn't matter. There's been a bunch of drama with Call of Duty. Apparently, Black Ops was received so poorly that they put out an apology. Activision and promised to not do back-to-back releases anymore year to year and focus on making the games better and more meaningful and not incremental, because the reason Black Ops was very poorly received. People are not happy with it. And apparently it is sold so poorly, Ross, that they are giving it away for free to play for 2 weeks.
Oh my god.
Please take our game and play it.
It's also being heavily discounted. God. Heavily discounted during the holiday season. So that should tell you Yikes. Black Ops went over really well with consumers.
Wow.
I could already...
Holy God.
I know. I can already read the comment. Black Ops is great, you guys. It's fine. If you like it, I'm just telling you what's going down.
Yeah.
Apparently, despite the massive successes of Wicked and the huge China obsession with our Zootopia 2, 2025 is going to actually come out worse than 2024, which was already a bad year.
Not surprising.
For 2025 to catch up to 2024, it will have to make roughly 675 million more before the end of the year. So Yes, it's not even outperforming an otherwise poor year last year. Apparently, when all is said and done, it looks like Zootopia 2's China's end will probably amount to something like 500 million. That's how big a chunk China.
Good God.
Yeah. Well, let me remind you, Ross. Joker made $1 billion without China.
Everything about that movie shouldn't have worked as well as it did.
And it worked.
Super good. Shockingly well.
Yep. An interesting story in the comic book world. Despite making billions from Miles Morales, Marvel is paying the original artist and co-creator nothing in royalties.
Oh.
Sarah
Jesus.
Pichelli is getting 0 royalties for the Miles Morales character.
Wow.
And she recently
Marvel,
expressed
best company.
she recently expressed how poorly Marvel treats people on royalties. But this is not new. They've have a history of basically stiffing people on royalties with other characters as well.
Oh, yeah.
It was probably written into the contract with her in such a way that if it took off, all the proceeds go to Marvel. Not saying that that's right, but I'm saying that that's probably what the contract was written as.
Well, not in for each individual character. They're probably all under the same contract that just Marvel owns all the stuff. Right. Moving on, Jimmy Kimmel is signed on for another year. He gets renewed.
Well, that's too bad.
And he alluded to retiring, so it looks like he's going to stick around. His numbers aren't good enough to justify sticking around, which is probably why they did a temporary year, just so that it looks good because of recent controversy.
Yep. They're probably, if they canned him this year, people would have said, "Oh, you're caving to MAGA."
Or Trump or something. Because Trump is such a dictator that he got it canceled. Oh, wait, Jimmy Kimmel's fine. He's on the air.
Yeah.
Oh. He had the weekend off.
Looks like Men in Black 5 is in development as Sony hopes it'll get Will Smith to return. Will Smith has nothing going on. He will happily come back.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know. I mean...
What, you think Will Smith has got enough credit in the bag?
I'm not saying that he doesn't have something that would keep him from it. I could see him just saying, "No, I'm not doing it."
Jason, he tried to release an album recently and nobody cared.
Yeah, did you know that? Did you remember he released an album? I remember.
Nope.
Hey, Silver, you want to watch something funny? He did a surprise concert where he sang one of his songs in front of a live crowd in the street, and no one responded. The crowd gathered, and no one acted like the song was good at all.
Oh,
yeah.
With all of the controversy and drama around him, he really needs to get back in the limelight and remind everybody why we like his inoffensive black guy antics.
Which begs the question, if he's so irrelevant now, why would Sony want him back?
Because nothing makes money for Sony except PlayStation 5, and that market's also dying. That's why.
Jason, he's desperate for attention. He showed up
true. You're right.
He showed up on a streamer's stream. That's right.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
He showed up on a Twitch streamer. He just opened the door in the background and showed up. It was like, "Hey, it's Will Smith, everybody." It's like, so have you lowered yourself so much that you're going on the streamer's channel? Really?
Yeah. I didn't realize he was that desperate.
No, he's desperate. He's desperate.
Yeah. He'll say yes, Sony. Don't worry about it. You've got him in the bag. Now, whether or not you want him on the show, that's a completely different question.
Well, just make a joke where he gets punched by an alien or something.
Yeah,
gets slapped or whatever.
The alien punches him, and that's all. He's just a cameo.
Bring in Chris Rock, the alien, or something, and he slaps Will Smith on the show.
That'd be amazing.
Hell yeah.
That would be so funny.
It'll go over better.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So there's a big deal, which I don't have a huge amount of detail, but it's worth bringing up. So Disney signed a large, massive deal with OpenAI. Now, if you recall, AI has been using proprietary brand to train their AI in order to recreate copywritten material. And I guess Disney got ahead of this and signed a deal with OpenAI in order to control the copywritten material that's being produced by AI.
Okay.
And so this deal allows for OpenAI to distribute to basically use Disney properties, which they registered like some 200 something properties and characters and stuff, to be able to use OpenAI to recreate in an AI, which caused a massive response. Oh, by the way, part of the deal is Disney also invested $1 billion into OpenAI.
Oh, uh-oh.
Wow.
A lot of creators and artists responded really poorly because this looks like Disney, who hires a bunch of artists, not just hand artists, but voice and all these other sorts of things, as embracing AI to replace everything. And the Writers Guild of America got also really upset about Disney's OpenAI deal. A deal to embrace OpenAI. The consequences and ramifications and all the ins and outs of this, I do not have it, but the response has been very poor from Hollywood because it looks like Hollywood's future, whether you're a writer or an artist or an actor, is in question. AI is here to replace you.
Yep.
And Disney embracing it is a bad sign if you're in that realm.
Yeah, it's a little scary.
Hey, Ross, want to hear something funny? As we are building up to the release of the Fallout TV show, Amazon used AI to create a recap of season 1, and they had to take it down because the recap was getting key story details wrong.
Nice.
AI awesome. Stay winning, baby.
Prime Video began testing generative AI recaps last month for some of its shows, including Fallout. The idea is that AI will look at a show's plot points and then sum it up in a short video alongside AI voiceover and music. And according to Hollywood Reporter, Amazon is betting AI can identify key plot points for a series to be synchronized, blah, blah, blah. Well, it had to be taken down because it got a bunch of information wrong, which is really funny. Because why didn't you review this before you put it out?
I mean, yeah, did nobody watch it, or did everyone that watch it and go over it before posting?
Not having seen the show,
or just didn't see it. Like just whatever. I don't know. That rules. What a stupid company! Billions of dollars and can't do anything marginally well.
Here's a good bit of news. If you're really looking forward to the new Avengers Doomsday movie, they're going to release 4 different trailers for the new Avengers Doomsday movie. 4 different trailers. I assume featuring different sets of characters. And the only way you could see the trailer is in the beginning of the new Avatar Fire and Ash. So you will have to see Fire and Ash 4 separate times in order to see all 4 Doomsday trailers.
Oh. Hey, Rhett.
Yeah?
Is Avatar a Fox movie?
Disney.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Disney.
Disney.
So they want you to really go see it. Please, God, we need money. We'll put 4 different ones. Have you seen the memes going on about that movie, by the way?
No.
Oh, it's hilarious. So you remember xenophobic military man in the first one.
Oh, I love him. He's my favorite character.
Well, genuinely, he's the character people remember the most.
I identify with him the most.
Quaritch, I think is his name.
Uh-huh.
Well, he's back, baby. And
awesome.
The storyline is he seduces the evil Na'vi lady that likes fire.
Seduces?
An image, yeah, with like his sexiness and also guns.
So does he do like an HBK lying on his side with like the little towel covering his junk sort of thing?
No. However, Rhett, I did see a clip where he's like laying back, like with, kind of leaned up against something, but like laying back, and she is like coming up to him, like touching him while he's like telling her all the stuff, like all the guns he'll get for her or some shit. It's wild.
Awesome.
The Na'vi like way taller and bigger than humans?
Yes.
Well, he's in Na'vi form. Somehow he's alive because he fucking died in the first movie. But anyway, on top of that, Rhett, there's an image where he's like almost like walking back towards people. Like it's a really narrow shot. I don't see what the context is or where they're at. But he's walking with her, like ahead of her, holding her hand and a smile on his face.
He's like, "Yeah, we got together."
Well, and it's like the meme of like the most racist man alive and his Xeno girlfriend. Like, what the hell? Like, they literally did the meme.
Yeah, I hate Avatar. I wish they all died in the first one, but for some reason it's hard to get rid of blue cats. I hate Avatar. I think they're terrible
like
films.
Cockroaches.
Wow.
Just the worst.
Avatar is like a fundamental misunderstanding of how to write good sci-fi.
Yep. But it makes money despite me, so I'm in the minority.
Somehow. Jesus.
I'm just super wrong about this.
James Cameron wins. Stay winning. Somehow.
And the big stinger at the end, I don't know why this is the last story, but because you really care, that all women Holes TV series on Disney Plus is canceled.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh no.
Yeah, they were going to do an all-female Holes for Disney Plus.
Hey,
now they're not doing it.
Hey, just picking up that cap I put on earlier in the show, the sexist cap.
Ross is back being sexist, everybody.
Get off.
Get ready.
Maybe having an all-female cast of a show called Holes is a bad idea.
See, I caught that, but I wasn't going to bring it up because that was some low-hanging fruit.
I'm bringing it up.
Ross's cap is well-worn.
I know everybody and their dog loved the movie with Shia LaBeouf. I thought it was mediocre at best. It never should have gotten a TV series going in the first place.
I don't know how many people remember Holes.
Seriously, that movie is
younger than me.
20 plus years old.
Yeah, I mean, they'd be like Silver's age, probably. That and remember the Holes movie.
Well, Silver probably doesn't remember the Holes movie because it came out like when she was born.
Yeah, but stuff gets played on replay.
Guess so. Have you
Silver, do you like the Holes?
Silver?
The Holes movie? Where children dig holes in the desert?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Shia LaBeouf in it.
Yeah. Did you like it?
I've seen it forever, but I don't think I minded it.
She watches like Barbie Princess on repeat or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean I've seen it. Yeah.
Excuse you, I watch Barbie Fairytopia like a woman.
Oh, Silver. You should be very excited. There's a game just for you on Game Pass right now.
Really? What is it?
Yes.
Oh,
is it Little Kitty Big Kitty?
Yeah.
No, it's a Bratz game.
It's like Bratz game? Rhythm and whatever.
I wasn't allowed to watch Bratz. They were too scandalous.
Well, now you can watch those floozies.
I imagine
with those floozies.
I imagine your parents being like, "Bratz, girls with attitude, not in this house."
That's exactly what happened. They didn't want me to watch it because, just look at them.
Coppitude.
Discover your own style, as I recall in the hype trailer.
Discover your own style by mimicking us. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Rhett.
Yeah.
I have a good idea for a movie.
Oh. Your Abyss movie?
Take any movie that had a male cast, make it all women, and just call it Clams. Huh? Why not? I just genuinely.
Is your hat still on?
Oh yeah,
Yes,
it never
yes,
went
it
away.
is.
I had this. I've been thinking about this for a second. I can't get over the fact that that movie made it far enough along to announce being made, and nobody at Disney went like, "Hey, maybe don't call it that."
Well, I think they made a pilot, and the decision is not to move forward.
That's Rhett. They need to hire a guy like me. They need to hire a regular person just to run
just
these
a
things
normal racist guy, and they're like, "Should we make a movie
just a regular
with
sexist dude?"
Okay, you remember Holes with Shia LaBeouf? I'm the
yes.
pitch guy, right? So you remember Holes with Shia LaBeouf?
I seem to remember it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, what if we replace all the men with women?
I mean, I don't know if that would have a big story effect. I mean, what are you going to retitle it? You're going to retitle it?
No, it's just Holes.
What?
Yeah.
Oh. Are you sure you want to do that? I mean, you understand that's kind of weird, right? Like,
well,
these are teenage girls.
Because
also.
we like to take
that.
We like to take brands with men and then replace them and act like it's just as good.
Sure. No, I mean, I get that. It kind of seems to be your guys' thing lately, but do you like? I mean, you like these women? We're supposed to like them. They're not like. There's not like a. Like, you're not doing this to be assholes, right? Like, you're trying.
Well,
like,
there will be
to make money with this.
There will be a sassy black woman and probably an Asian.
Oh.
We're gonna have one of each.
Yeah, one of each. Yeah, you should definitely say it like that too.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't think you should call it that. I can't say why because you'll fire me. But maybe don't call it that.
What if the Shia LaBeouf role has the same exact like bushy curly hair, but is a lezo?
These are teenagers?
Yeah. We're sexualizing them young.
Yeah, that's your family brand. That's good to do. Yeah. Maybe I don't think you should do that. I'm just gonna be on the record.
Why?
Well, again, I can't say you'll fire me, but the title is the big problem.
Huh.
But also, I know the title is the thing you want, so don't do it, is what I'm going to tell you. You could race swap it, but you can't have it called Holes and have it be ladies only.
We're also thinking of remaking Old Boy, and it's Old Girl.
Well, I have a title for that one. You won't like it.
Really?
Just call it Hag.
Hag.
Or Crone.
Crone. The Croning.
The Croning.
Also, we're thinking
Disney
of Falling
makes good
Down, where instead of this angry middle-aged guy with the state of the world, it's just a woman upset at the patriarchy.
Oh, listen. The fact that hasn't really been made yet is shocking, because they could do it. The problem is it wouldn't be. Nobody would like it.
Well,
nobody. Yeah, it would get greenlit really quick. But no.
So remember the Savant that everybody talked about, and then it got pushed back because of Charlie Kirk's assassination. Yes. Well, Jessica Chastain removed it from her IMDb.
Really?
I wonder if we are ever going to see the Savant now.
Yeah, I don't think so, pal.
That movie might be lost to time.
Much like Batgirl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just never get to see it ever again.
Instead of falling down, she falls up.
Oh.
She
falling
can't
up through the glass ceiling.
She can't fall down in society and get trampled by society. She falls up and bursts out of that glass ceiling.
Both ways.
That glass ceiling is got nothing on her, and also they give her lots of guns, and all she shoots is men.
Because you got to do that.
And that you still have that scene where the convenience store guy goes to the police and he's complaining that he came in with a gun and then paid for his drink and left. He's like, he paid for it. and then he's
What's
like,
the problem here, pal?
and then he calls him Chinese and he gets angry and he's like, what, can't you tell? I'm Korean. And then he looks at him like, I can't tell. I may or may not have seen Falling Down multiple times.
Gay actor Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas is really good in that.
He is. It's a really good movie. I remember that was on TNT a lot when I was younger. Like a lot.
Remember when he goes to the Army surplus place and he's like, I want to protect myself, and he goes to get a gun, and then he realizes the guy's really racist, and he's like, I'm not racist.
Like, ew.
Yeah, he pulls a gun on him and handcuffs him to something and hits him in the face or whatever. But he's like, oh, you're one of us, you're racist? He's like, no, I'm not. I'm just really angry at the state of society.
I hate my life.
This whole diatribe of what's wrong with the highway, and they're like, get out of here, and then he pulls a gun, and he convinces them to admit that there's nothing wrong with the highway, they're just justifying their inflated budgets.
Or when he's freaking out about the burger not looking like the picture.
Yeah, and he's like, how can we always have to call each other by each other's first names? And I don't know you. And then he's been in the stand-up long enough that he's like, you know what is your first name? I feel like we've been through something here together. It's a special movie. Watch Falling Down. There's a lot of interesting social commentary. And you might not, fully... not everybody isn't the villain and everybody isn't the good guy.
Mm-hmm.
At any rate, it's been a special podcast, and we exhaustingly, but not in detail, went over the Supergirl. It's a mistake.
Yep. Yeah, that's a bad idea.
And also the video game awards that nobody cares about. We also had the streamer awards where they got Hassan's permission to make fun of him over the dog thing. And they did.
He's such a despicable human being.
Well, the fact that they still brought him on. The guy is abusing animals, and because he's so popular, they let it go and still brought him on the streaming awards. Why? Because they need the clout. So that tells me that they don't really care about animal abuse.
Nope.
They just want to pretend like they do. If you actually cared, you would stop watching Hassan, or you would marginalize him and not bring him on things. But he's still super popular. So I don't think you actually care. This is all just performative.
Yo, of course.
Whatever.
Who was that football player, Vic?
Oh, Michael Vick.
Michael Vick, yeah. The dogfighting stuff. That really bit him in the butt.
Now he came back and played football again.
Right, it did, but he did. But what I'm saying is that he was reviled in the media for a long time over that.
Yeah, he's still getting paid.
Hassan Piker was barely a speed bump.
Oh yeah, people will excuse anything when it comes to him.
He did get really sad and then go on vacation to shill for China.
Yeah, that's true. He escaped and then claimed that China was so much better, despite the fact that it had the same stupid problems that we have. He even got profiled.
No, it's so funny.
He got set aside, and the police questioned him because he was a white guy in Tiananmen Square. Well, Christmas is upon us. You all looking forward towards the holiday? I'm not.
Looking forward to not having work.
It'll
Santa
be
has a secret,
great.
and he ain't happy.
Oh no.
Well, final thought, Silver.
Don't not sleep for 2 days.
Was that a
Probably
double negative?
Yeah.
Oh.
She's really tired. You can tell. It didn't make any sense.
Ross?
I got to tell you, I'm definitely have feelings of some variety about seeing the second season of Fallout.
Yeah.
I'm so
he's currently playing New Vegas again to finish off the achievements, and I think you're very concerned about what they're going to do with your lore.
Yeah, because I'm playing and I'm realizing, because the humor in New Vegas, at least, I mean, there is humor, but it's very much, it's not goofy. Or if it is goofy, it's like in a, well, we'll get into that maybe next week or at some point while we're reviewing Fallout Season 2, but concerning.
I now have to finish off the achievements with Spider-Man 2 and then never play it again. I had my criticisms of the plot and whatnot for Miles Morales. Miles Morales is a good game compared to Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, which is shocking. Did you ever think you'd say that, Rhett?
No.
Nah.
No.
With how much he hates Miles Morales, yeah, this is torturing him, twisting him up inside as he says, "This is actually a better game than the one I wanted to play."
Anyway, Jason.
It's about time Hollywood suffered for their mistakes, and I am gratified in a lot of ways that they are, but they haven't suffered enough, in my opinion.
I think they've been suffering. Look at the last few years now.
Yeah, but they haven't realized it.
There's no bottom to the vast well of suffering that one can experience. Take that to the bank,
Couldn't
children.
have happened to nicer people.
Anyway, let's get out of here. It's been a special podcast. Like, comment, subscribe. We love you. Goodbye.
Love you. Bye.
If you like the show, follow Rhett, Jason, Ross, and Silver, the world's most lethally stupid internet personalities, on Twitter at DG Podcast or on Instagram at Distracted Gamers. If you liked or hated what you heard here today, you can email them at thedistractedgamers@gmail.com and share your feelings. Not that Jason would care, since he hasn't any, of course.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.